Hi, folks. We're
So
live.
funny.
Hi, how's it going, guys? You might notice some slight differences with the layout. We've now got a couple of friends on screen to represent my co-host because that's such an important part of this stream. I felt that they needed some sort of visual element going on, so we got a couple of PNG co-hosts today, if not for the rest of the streams, because I think that they should have some sort of a visual representation. But hi, I'm Martin. You might see me back here. I'm Little Karibo. I'm the host of the stream. And before we talk about the game and everything, I'm going to quickly thank people for following. Cerberx, thank you for the follow. Camila Rose XOX, thank you for following. Renak Sakai, thank you for the follow. King95084. Ninju Doodle, Jake Lengyel, Medpack Pappy YMG, Evie Nagi, Reward NDKA, and BB Guy 9. Thank you for the follows. Oh, and we got a bunch. Oh, we started on a hype train. Thank you,
Hype train.
EK Clone, for gifting subs there. Let me just, before I forget, get that hype train a chugging.
Into the weenie mobile. Weenie man away.
Oh, it went behind you guys.
Hey, no.
I'm gonna have to move you guys down a little bit.
Gift.
You
Hi,
guys
Gumshoe.
blocking the train. All right. Thank you so much to Samurai Tiger for the Prime sub for 7 months there. Fun fact, the reason Rhoda's hair is tied up into cube buns is because her first name is based on the rhombus, a family of 3D shapes that the cube is a part of. Also, her last name is based on the Italian word tenero, which means kind. I've heard various theories as to what her name means, so hopefully this is the definitive one. Void Adept, thank you for the bit. I've had enough of these motherfucking prosecutors on this motherfucking plane. And EK Clone, thank you for gifting those 5 subs and getting us on a hype train to Zan12. Whoa, I just realized we're on level 4 hype train.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that was fast.
I didn't even realize.
Kisses incoming, guys.
Kisses.
All right.
Ink. Tazan1242, Reliant Rumble, Winterblaze 777, Marot Faye, and Oversolar. Thank you for gifting those subs, those 5 subs. Ryu Kurika, thank you for subbing for 9 months at tier 3. Let's get this lawyer stream baby born. I will happily bid the midwife to this law baby. Flutter Bloom, thank you for following. Azel Magia, thank you for the bit. Oh, look, it's our good friend Salmonella, the character that everyone loves and remembers fondly. Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. And then my Twitch glue. Thank you for gifting another 5 subs there, EK Clone. Give me a minute.
Yay, lawyers!
Right.
A lot is happening all at once.
A lot.
They're going to kiss.
Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. And then my Twitch glitched and I had to refresh and missed the train taking off. Oh no, I'll tell you what. I'll have it go by again since it was blocked by...
Into the Weenie Mobile. Weenie Man away.
There we go. That was the level 1 hype train. Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. So sweet, now we know whether or not it's Soupy or Marin talking. And Greedy Greenbird, thank you for the 100 bits. And let's get a level 2 hype train chugging real quick.
This hype train is making my hemorrhoids do the Harlem Shake.
There you go. EK Clone, thank you for gifting 5 subs to... Sorry, guys, I'll introduce you in a sec. EK Clone, thanks for gifting subs to the Sario, Hellflame, Hallowmant, and Revo, Hase, and Lieutenant Shanks. EK Clone, thank you so much. Mama Dragon Carnage, thank you for the 10 bits. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing at the can of soup gumshoe. And Wildfire VB, thank you for the 10 bits. 10 for the smooches. And Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Hype train, level 5. Hype, yes, we are indeed. Let's get the level 3 hype train going.
This isn't nearly as hype as Pokemon the first movie.
I like that my little avatar showed me sneezing.
I did. And then we got level 4.
This train ain't very fast, Mr. Nick.
There she goes. And of course, the smooches for level 5. Here we go.
Hold it!
Smooch time.
And one more for good luck.
Hold it! Hey, thanks for the super special awesome gift.
You're so quiet.
It's the only time Phoenix will be appearing in this game.
Unfortunately, but I'm glad that it's to do such a positive little kiss for good luck for Edgeworth.
Yeah, really, it's arguably the most important thing.
Good luck with the investigating. Mwah. Mama
At
Dragon.
this point, we gotta start every investigation.
He's like, I'm gonna go to the office and do nothing.
I'm gonna clean the toilets.
Mama Dragon Carnage, thank you for gifting 3 subs to Casual Alias, Olin Mercury, and Daniel Bonin. And Koku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. I do appreciate it. Hi, everyone. All of the trains. Ozra the Great, thank you for following. Yami Kisara, thank you for gifting a sub to Matt the Duelist. Yami Kisara, thank you for the 5 bits. Smoochie S. And EK Clone, thank you for donating $10. I always loved your content since I started watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridged years ago. Greetings from Kosovo. Well, thank you so much, EK Clone. Very grateful for that. Thank you very much. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. You should put a Suzaku still next to the can of soup for the soup store meme. And Insidious Pie, thank you for the raid. All right, thank you so much for everything there, guys. That was amazing. I should introduce my co-host real quick. I didn't realize it was going to be such a long series of... Oh, we're even continuing to go because Mama Dragon Carnage just gave 1,000 bits. Let's fucking go. All right. I want to give a shout out to my co-hosts because they make the magic happen. This is basically their game because they're playing... Well, Marin is playing Edgeworth and Soupy has been playing Gumshoe, and they're very important to this game, I believe. Edgeworth, obviously, is the main character, so...
Yeah, Edgeworth is kind of important.
So,
Perhaps.
I am, of course, joined by my lovely partner and the voice of Edgeworth in these playthroughs, Marin Miller. Say hi, Marin.
Hello, everyone. When's my gay update? I don't know. Oh, well, since somebody mentioned Suzaku, I'll tell the story of my most favorite pun. This is not... Well, it involves Suzaku. You pat me on the head?
Yes.
So rude.
No.
It involves Suzaku. So the year... It was a warm June evening. No, it was like...
The year was one June evening.
Yeah, it was a warm June evening. I don't remember what year it was. It must have been like 2007 or 2008, like when Code Geass was on TV. And I was at Anime Vegas with some friends, and I was shopping, and I came across this fucking booth with like all this bootleg merchandise.
Hey,
And
thanks for the
one
super
of the
special
little
awesome
bootleggy
gift.
things of merchandise was like, it was a keychain, and it had like a little clear. It was a little clear, like flip-flop shaped keychain, and then at the base of the flip-flop, like, was Suzaku. So it's just a little flip-flop with a picture of Suzaku on it. So I bought it because as soon as I saw it, I said Shuzaku, and I made myself laugh.
As soon as you said it was flip-flop shaped, I was like, Shuzaku.
Exactly. I still have that motherfucking keychain just because it makes me laugh to just go Shuzaku. But I haven't even seen that fucking show. But anyway, that's my gay update. Is 10 years ago I bought a stupid keychain and called it Shuzaku.
Shout out to the chat for getting us to a level 5 hype train, 213% of the way through there. And of course we're joined... Sugoi. We're joined by our Sugoi Soupy friend, Soupy. Hi, Soupy.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to my VTuber model debut. I am Gumshoe with a can of soup.
I really wanted the can to be able to move, so hopefully next time we can get that sorted out. Because
we'll
it'll be
figure
funny
it out.
if the little can head was talking.
Little flippy flop.
This is definitely a 100% non-branded can of soup.
It's your OC.
The colors are just a coincidence.
Wildfire VB, thank you for the 10 bits. Oh, Phoenix handing him a packed lunch and kissing him on the way out the door. Now I want to write a domestic right-worth fic.
Please.
And Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. Welcome to LK's Ace Attorney stream where we just read subs and bit messages so far. And Insidious Pie, thank you for resubscribing for 18 months. 18 months of awesomeness. Thank you for being your excellent self. Well, thank you for being your insidious self, Insidious Pie. Really appreciate the support for 18 months. Holy cow. And EK Clone, thank you for gifting 5 subs again to Saji _ to Power Gems, to Hirokage23, to Lightning Strike Kaiju and XX Alpha Child XX. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. How high can the levels of the hype train go? I believe it's just level 5. The Void Adept, thank you for the bit. LK towering over Marin and Soupy like Zordon from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Are you guys teenagers with attitude?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
I have had attitude, yes.
And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I have 2 of the Suzaku Knight of Zero figures and 1 of the Resurrection figures. I assume that's Code Geass stuff. Tayo1, thank you for the follow. And Mama Dragon Carnage, thank you for the 10 bits. That reminds me, it's Kai's Bit Beast in his Beyblade. Oh boy, more stuff. I don't know what it is. In the Japanese version, it's called Suzaku. Heard Marin say Suzaku and instantly thought of Beyblade. All right. And Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Gum soup. Wait, that actually sounds horrible. That doesn't sound...
that sounds disgusting.
That doesn't sound edible.
Gross.
It's pretty crazy, EK Clone. For those of you who don't know, the Twitch, the entirety of Twitch got leaked. And so if you've not updated your password, change your password and update your security stuff, because if you've got a Twitch account, chances are you're vulnerable. So please make sure you double check to make sure you've got a decent protection setup.
Oh yeah, I just realized I'm not even logged in because I changed my password earlier on my phone.
LOL.
I had to do a bunch of updates. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. What does the girl on the bottom right have on her back? It looks like a fire extinguisher. Oh, in the game footage. Good question.
Jetpack.
A jetpack?
Looks like it.
Do we think it's a jetpack?
I think it's a jetpack.
I don't see why not.
Could be.
She fucking like does like the futurist flying around the airport selling packs of bubble gum or whatever the fuck that is.
All right.
Yeah, that happens every time I'm at the airport.
I almost get hit by that jetpack bitch. Japanifornia AX is dangerous.
Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. Sadly, I think Edgeworth is starstruck to have met the writer of his favorite samurai shows in a non-courtroom setting. We were saying that he'd probably take one look at Salmonella and just walk away.
Yeah, we were saying he would just turn around and get back on another
Was
plane.
he the writer?
He was the director. I don't know if, I mean, he might have done some writing for it. I don't know.
Well, we already did interact with him in the trial, and we didn't run
yeah.
away then, but
that's
you
a
know,
trial.
we were being paid.
Yeah, but he has no choice, and he hadn't met him before then. He didn't know he was, like, disgusting before then.
Fair enough.
Now we know all too well.
Yeah.
Ryu Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. I knew that too, Mama. It's also the god or book in the main story for Fushugi Yugi. Suzaku gets around, it sounds like.
Fushigi Yugi.
There's also a Suzaku in the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV that currently has a free
I
trial up to level 60 and all through Heavensward.
Thank you, Can of Soup. I appreciate the update there. All right. So speaking of updates, let's get people filled in on what's going on with Edgeworth today. Hang on, I just realized I don't have access to how long we've been streaming. Ah, well, it's okay. I don't need to look at that, I guess.
22 minutes.
I see 22 minutes.
Okay. Well, Edgeworth's on a plane. He was coming back home. I say home. He was flying from
So
Europe.
kiss me goodbye.
He was flying home from back to Japanifornia from Europe land. We don't know specifically
From
where.
Europa.
And somebody died, and we don't really know exactly much about the guy who died. We know his name is like Atki
Hicks, I think.
Akby Hicks. We found his dead body in an elevator after a bunch of turbulence. It was 6:15 a.m. or something like that. And the stewardess, Rhoda, or I forget what, Rhoda?
Rhoda Tenero.
She immediately accused Edgeworth, and then Edgeworth was basically handcuffed for a little bit, and he argued his way out of it and was like, let me help you figure out who is the real killer, what happened. And he went on a little mini investigation, and in his, as far as he knew, the pilot had given him permission to do this because Rhoda had told him that she'd gotten permission from the pilot. Then we encountered an art collector. I've forgotten his name.
Oh, yeah.
What's a crazy, like manic Borginian art collector who was very worked up and very upset for I guess all this affects him somehow.
Yeah.
And
Zinc LeBlanc.
Zinc LeBlanc, there you go. And he doesn't really seem to have much stake in any of this. I don't really understand why he's involved.
We'll figure it out. That's what we're here for.
I guess that, yeah. We'll tie all the loose ends together.
Yeah.
And we also discovered that next to the elevator there was an airplane shop where they sold all kinds of merchandise, including the mascot of the airline, iFly, which was a tanuki, and I forget what its name is. But it was used, a statue of the tanuki was used to kill the victim. We know that. So, and we also believe that he was killed in the shop and then transported to the elevator in one of the luggage containers that was being sold at the shop, because the stoppers had been moved and there was blood inside the luggage container. So we think he was killed in the shop and then moved to the elevator. But that's about it, right? That's all we really sussed out.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, basically.
All right. Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Remember, change your Twitch passwords, change your stream keys, and enable 2FA. Otherwise, the prosecutor's office is going to unleash Edgeworth on you after the hackers use your credit cards to gift subs to Team 4-Star. And Ankoku no Megami.
No! I refuse to give them more of my money.
Ankoku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. Suzaku is with Genbu, Byako, and Seiryu, one of the 4 spirit gods in the Chinese and Japanese mythology, each with an element and a direction. Suzaku is fire and south, for example. Okay. The more you know. And Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 100 bits. Oh my god, Glass of Milk is being attacked by a masked person. Who is it? Oh, they're removing the mask. Oh my god, it's Can of Soup. What are they doing here? The crowd pops hard and starts chanting, Can of Soup, Can of Soup, Can of Soup. And Ryu Kurika, this is a heated feud that's going to kick off. Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. He's involved because he's one of those people that has to involve themselves in big goings-on around them, even when they have nothing to do with them. My mom is the same way. Well,
wow,
I hope...
that's a projection.
Wow. Zinc LeBlanc, in my opinion,
is bitterness there.
Suspect number 1, because as far as I can tell, he has no reason to be involved in this story unless he's the bad guy. Devilish Donut, thank you for the follow. All right, I think...
Oh, we also found out that he was like, oh, I saw the guy get in the elevator at 6 and he was killed at 6:15. But it turned out his watch was like 3 hours fast.
Yeah.
Right. That's
so now the window went from like that 15-minute window to like a 3-hour window.
Okay. So yeah, it's a much bigger period of time he could have done it in. I forgot Zinc LeBlanc did provide some testimony there. Volcanic Ash Soap, thank you for the 10 bits. I love all three of you. All volcanic.
Aw.
Very kind of you. Good to see
I love
you.
all three of you, Volcanic.
Volcanic Ash and Soap. All right, let's jump into the game. We've been live for a good 30 minutes now, so I think it's about time to get our investigation on.
Yeah.
March 12th, 1 p.m. local time, Hope Springs Airport. And Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. It's not always a bad thing. Sometimes she ends up helping out in a great way, but it is a trait of some people, that's all. True. And Monkey D. Luffy 505, thank you for the follow. The One Piece is not here, I'm afraid. All right.
I know that once we had landed, I'm supposed to let the local police take over. But fuck that. And thanks to Ms. Tenero and Miss Meal, I was able to preserve the crime scene. But I just can't shake it. I wasn't able to talk with Ms. Tenero in private.
Edgeworth, you can totally shake it. By all means, shake it. Shake it,
Shake
baby.
it off. Shake it off. He's pleasuring an invisible woman again with that finger. So I'm left wondering, just what was she up to? Why did she do what she did? There must be a way for me to continue my investigation. Gotta stick my nose up everybody's butts.
Okay. Is this Francis?
I've been expecting you, Miles Edgeworth.
Oh boy.
What is up, bitches? Franziska, I thought you were still in Germany. I go where I am needed. I go where I'm needed. And wherever there are criminals to be caught. Her name is Franziska von Karma. The daughter of my mentor, Manfred von Karma. She, like myself, is a prostitute.
Alistair VT Plays, thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it.
Alistair, are you heading up this case? It would be a bit of a relief if you are. Wow. Don't you try to flatter me, Miles Edgeworth. I'm placing you under arrest. Watcha.
Whoa.
Oh, we got whipped. What? It's quite frustrating, actually. I had hoped to exact my revenge on you in a different venue. But I'll have to take what I can get. I never thought I'd see the day when a disciple of the House of Von Karma would become a criminal. Have you no shame? Clearly, I wasn't paying attention at one time you were already accused of a crime.
Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Ooh, baby, you can whip me. The Azul Magia, thank you for the bit. Hey, it's the Franz. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I see she still has the whip. It's basically attached to her at this point. And Ryu
We
Kurika,
gave it back to her.
We did give it back. And Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Sorry, her sprite was really good. Is this the first time she's whipped Edgeworth?
I think she
probably
might have
did at
whipped
some
him
point before.
once in the third game.
Okay.
Wait! It has all been a big misunderstanding. I didn't kill the victim. A misunderstanding. I heard all about the murder over the police radio from the captain himself. You waited for the victim on the first floor and then beat him to death. Franziska, do you honestly believe that I killed a man? Look at me. Look at this cravat. How could I have done such a thing? I suppose I should reserve judgment until after I've investigated this for myself. I could put your arrest on hold until then. That's as it should be. They're both just very smugly grinning at each other.
They both have a very similar aura. It's weird for them to be in a conversation.
Yeah,
this is just how siblings normally interact with each other.
With closed mouths, smug grins, and banter.
Yeah, obviously.
I don't need to lecture on how to perform my duties. I don't need a lecture on how to perform my duties from you, of all people. To be perfect in every way, the fulfillment of that creed alone is all I strive for. Well, I have my own creed which I must fulfill, so why don't we solve this together? My creed is, if she ain't got the booty, why you going hooty hooty?
That's a creed?
You heard it from
You live by those words.
I have many creeds.
This is just the one that's most applicable in this situation for some reason.
Yes, if she ain't got the booty.
The Azelmug, yeah, thank you for the bit. She whipped Edgeworth once in the third game when he was unable to get over beating himself up for freezing during the earthquake. In this game, though, she just pictures him with Phoenix's face, I guess. And Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 100 bits. Your dad killed Edgeworth's dad. You whip innocent people in the open. The Von Karma name has been mud for years now. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Didn't she whip him during the last game when Phoenix was in hospital and they took over for him in court? You might be right, actually. And the Void Adept, thank you for the bit. Assassin's Creed. And Volcanic Ash Soap, thank you for the 10 bits. Edgeworth, oh, Mr. Plow, that's my name. That name again, it's Mr. Plow. And Rock Ruin, thank you for the 10 bits. Damn, if she's even whipping Edgeworth now, it's a good thing Phoenix and Gumshoe aren't here. We'd need an ambulance by now. Alright.
I have to get going. The crime scene awaits.
Cool, Franziska.
Don't you dare leave town! Trust me, I had no intention to. Detective Gumshoe!
Yes, sir.
Too slow. Whoopsh.
Ow!
Listen up.
That's my favorite Gumshoe sprite.
It's Tracy where he's like cowering.
Yeah.
That's what he looks like when I'm about ready to push him up against the wall. He's like, you want the front or the back? Listen up.
You want my face with a can of soup?
Listen up. I'm leaving you in charge of watching this man. Don't mess up, understand? Keep your eyes on him. Look at him. Look at him.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Look at him.
I'm supposed to guard him?
Don't fucking take your eyes off of this man. He will fucking kill you. He could hurt everyone in this airport.
Sir, do you think I've ever taken my eyes off of Mr. Edgeworth?
No, you fucking homo.
What the fuck?
ASMR.
Wildfire, there ain't nothing gentle about pinning Gumshoe against the wall for me, but thanks for the faith. A simple yes or no, detective.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir. You just leave it to me.
Miles Edgeworth.
Much love for Tracy in the chat.
Yeah. You want me to pin you against the wall, Tracy? I'll pin you against the wall. If you interfere with my investigation, I'll arrest you on the spot. Are we clear?
Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. Marin, never do ASMR ever again.
But it's so relaxing. Aren't I relaxing? Don't you want to just lay down and take a nap?
Not with that in my ears.
Now then, if you'll excuse me.
Good to see you again, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Boy, am I glad to see you're okay.
Thank you, detective.
I believe in you, sir. You can lean on me. I'll get you through this.
Our boy, he loves us. He wants to be there for us. I have to admit, I'm a bit curious as to what Franziska is up to. Maybe I should ask the good detective. Touch that partner button. Oh. Very well. In that case, I have a few questions for you.
All right.
Oh, no partner button. You just touch him. I should try to get some information out of Detective Gumshoe first. So go talk to that big boy.
Gotta go try to touch this nip.
What a view of the plains preparing for takeoff.
He's just looking at the wall, though.
What a view.
This purple wall is a great view. Besides the turbulence, they're really not all that bad as a mode of transportation.
They're pretty bad,
I give them a
Edgeworth.
7.8 out of 10.
I mean, you got that fancy, cushy, like, first-class treatment, Edgeworth. That's why you don't think they're that bad.
Yeah, right, asshole. I was talking to somebody I was talking to somebody the other day, and they're like this 5'6" guy, and he was like, "Yeah, I've never really had that much problem on planes." And I'm like, "Yeah, because you have fucking little baby legs."
Yeah, baby, you haven't had trouble on planes, you baby.
You baby, you tiny crybaby.
Yeah, babies don't usually have problems, baby.
Yeah, the flight attendant put a little vodka in your bottle and you just go to sleep.
He's like, yeah, what of it?
Give me more vodka. So how is the initial investigation going?
Again,
Wait,
canon, Edgeworth, and Gumshoe dialogue.
Pump Gumshoe hard for info, then just pump him hard. I like this. I like this thought process.
We just shipped the body off to the coroner's office. And we're taking statements now, sir. From the body. He's not saying much.
Samurai Tiger, I'm sorry that it hurt your feelings, but my knees hurt when I sit in a plane. I have to take that anger and frustration out on someone. That sounds like Franziska. She was always good at quick responses to a case.
I'd say she was, a little too quick, sir.
Oh, how so?
I rushed on over as soon as I got word of the affair, sir. But somehow, when I got here, Miss Von Karma was already here barking out orders at everyone. It was kind of creepy, as though she knew there had been a murder or something. Like she planned it, sir. And had come in advance to await your flight's arrival.
That is sort of odd.
The Azumagi.
Ryu Kurika. You say Kurika, we could just do Kurika. But yes. Oh well, she did a bit message, so you could read that. Or they did a bit message.
The Azumagi, thank you for the bit. What's with the green Edgeworth there at the bottom right? I assume we're referring to the guy in the...
Green Edgeworth.
Green Edgeworth.
Marin was saying he looked like James Sunderland from Silent Hill 2 a little bit, if he had darker hair.
Yeah.
So we can think of him as a James Edgeworth hybrid. Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Hey Marin, I'm only 4'10". Being on the opposite end isn't fun either.
But, Kurika, I can pick you up. You can be picked up. You can buy clothes that are too big for you. You can like fit into spaces that I can only dream of. You know those capsule motels in Japan? I'd probably get fucking stuck. It would be like some Winnie the Pooh shit.
My roommate could deadlift like 400 pounds if you want to be picked up.
Ooh. We're definitely coming up to San Francisco then. I just want to be carried. I want to be carried like a fucking...
purpose of being picked up.
Yes, I just want to be carried like a bride across the threshold once in my life. I don't have to get married again. I just want to be carried. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's short people have got it tough. I will give you that because it's hard to reach things and you get made fun of and all that other shit. But like, damn, just not even being considered in half of what the world makes is so frustrating because I weigh too much and I'm too tall for just about everything. So, if you're looking for sympathy from me, you'll find none here.
Words I have heard many times.
Yeah. Over many, many topics.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Maybe Von Karma has murder radar. Wouldn't surprise me.
I can't pick you up, Tracy, but I can throw you.
Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Kurika, yeah, I wish I could remember the password to my original account, lol. And Volcanic Ash Soap, thank you for the 10 bits. San Francisco.
Right. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, and when you're tall, like, your joints are all fucked up. My joints have been fucked up my whole life.
I mean, I'm not tall. My joints are fucked up.
That's true, but I feel like my joints are really loose. Like, my shoulders, I can do some crazy shit with my shoulders. She did show up rather quickly and out of the blue. Of course, I broke my knee. That had nothing to do with being tall. Plus, I still don't know why she's here in America.
That was just a consequence of having knees.
Yeah, that's true. Like, if you have joints, they're just like, waiting. They're waiting to fuck you. There must be some backstory to all of this.
I like to think that if Edgeworth did just get off the plane, he would spend a good 10 minutes bitching to Gumshoe about his joints rather than the actual
My
investigation.
knees hurt. The person next to me kept touching my elbow.
A kid with a giant birthday sundae.
And a huge baguette.
I wanted that Sunday. They wouldn't make one for me.
Also, a guy died. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Edward Elric listening to chat. Who are you calling a tiny little shrimp? And Ryu Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. The same applies to being small on that. So many things are too big to work for me. Things I can name off the top of my head. Massage equipment and exercise equipment.
Exercise equipment is its own thing. That's so frustrating because, like, that's just made for men. Like, men of a
True.
specific height.
Sorry.
And, like, it's funny, too, or it's not funny, it's frustrating because, like, you know, the American Ninja Warrior, like, the big obstacle course things that they have, like, people always make a big deal whenever women can finish that. And there's always going to be somebody in the comments being like, oh, but the women aren't as good as the men because they didn't get it done as quickly. Bitch, the women are like 4 inches shorter and way less. The course is literally not made with their bodies in mind, and they still finish that shit, you know?
That and like men have a higher center of gravity. Like I remember reading something about like the difference between like men doing parkour and women doing parkour is that like when a man is like, you know, like trying to climb over a tall wall, it's like once they get their shoulders over it, then
That's it.
like then it's a lot easier for them to just get over it in general. But women's center of gravity is lower, so it's a much
We got
harder
the
to, like,
butts.
yeah, we got the butts.
Big old butts. Martin, this is your fault because you like those.
Yeah.
My fault.
Yeah.
You encourage the
I
butts.
did.
I get so
and
mad.
then we can't do
'cause-
parkour.
That's the problem.
I got so mad because my friend Christina, she's like 5'1" or something like that, and her fucking like boyfriend is 6'3". And like whenever we get on the topic of like her being short, and she's like, I can't be with a short guy. I'm like, bitch, who the fuck you gonna be with aside from a man? You taking the good ones from me. What am I supposed to do over here with this 5'11" boy? Martin's just like, I'm gonna wait.
I think we've gotten like 5 minutes into this game, maybe.
Yeah, well, I gotta rant up.
It's
The
okay.
short people make me mad. This is 34 years of anger stored in a 6-foot body. It's your turn.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I'm trying to stop laughing. Whew. Miss Von Karma just kind of popped up at the prosecutor's office about a week ago, sir. Something about chasing down leads related to a certain incident.
No details.
It's kind of top secret, so she can't talk about it, even with me, sir.
I'm guessing that's
You know
gonna
I'm
be.
trustworthy.
I'm guessing that's gonna be the overall, like the main plot.
I think so.
Pheromone, good to see you.
Knowing her, the only type of talking she likes to do is with her whip. Plus, I doubt the top secret part was what stopped her from talking to you, Detective. She
Oh.
just thinks you're stinky.
Wildfire BB, thank you for the 10 bits. Okay, who wants to join a group to help throw Lady Nanaki against a wall? We need to make this goddess's dream come true.
Yeah.
And Ryrie Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. My hubby is 5'2", so he also has some problems with things that can be too big, but he's also a beast and can deadlift over 200 pounds.
Oh yeah.
And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Sounds like Gumshoe is going to be going on one of his rants again. And Ryrie Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. On that note, I have been with someone a foot taller than me, and it wasn't that great for me.
I would love to have that option. I would love to have the option of dating someone a foot taller than me. That would be amazing.
Is this
We
But
need
it's
enough?
not
to,
an
like,
option.
Get you to some basketball games.
Right? Actually, I don't
We
want
can
to
find
date
someone.
I don't care about dating at
You
this
don't
point.
have to date
like,
them.
Yeah, I've got my man. Just like buy me dinner and we can go fuck. It's fine. It's got to be a nice dinner, though.
And that's the deal breaker part.
Yeah. Dessert and apps.
We're going down to the Applebee's.
And if I'm too full to have sex afterwards, we reschedule.
See, you won't be after Applebee's because you won't even be able to eat much because it's disgusting.
Fair enough.
Perfect.
It'll just come right out. Although, I wonder if her case has anything to do with mine.
Anyway, that's about all the info I have, sir. We should
Martin,
find out
you
more
could
as we
date someone a foot
investigate.
shorter than you if you wanted to.
It's a little easier to find.
Yeah. What? Tracy, your brother's 6'8"? That's not a foot, but I'll take it. Damn.
I mean, with right shoes.
Yes, it is high time to resume my investigation. Yeah,
Yami-
tell him to wear heels.
Yami Kisara, thanks for the 5 bits. LK, blink three times to say help. I can't even say the thing you said. And Ryu Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. Ooh, burn on the Applebee's. It really is such garbage.
They do have a good blondie brownie, though.
Let's stay on topic a little bit.
I like the brownie. Starting with talking to the people involved in this case afresh.
Okay.
Afresh! Talk to Sal.
So close to Gumshoe.
And there you go.
That's how I make my move on basketball players. I just belch and wait for him to come over.
Why is he standing behind this child like 1 inch?
This child.
He is just looming over this happy child. This child seems to be happily enjoying the sight of so many planes.
I'm all excited to see this many planes too. Just look at the size of these things.
Look at me, Edgeworth. I can be happy. Do you like planes too, mister? The balance between the main wings and the tail wings is really something, huh? Huh. Seems this child derives his pleasure from a different aspect.
Oh, but I've also got a thing for the shape of the wings too.
They're hot! Here, mister, you can stand next to me. So about that plane's wing. It's fucked up. Thank you, detective, for leaving me out of the conversation.
You're the one who went and started talking to the child.
Yeah, I'm like, are you angry or are you happy that you don't have to talk to this kid?
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, we're not talking about salmonella.
It doesn't
This
seem
child.
to want to look to him.
Maybe if we go up right behind Salmonella.
Huh? Looking from behind. I think I've seen this man somewhere before.
I'd
I
recognize
recognize this ass anywhere.
That booty.
Num. In Soviet Russia, world flags junk lunchboxes. What? In Soviet Russia, world flags lunchboxes eat Jew.
What is a world flag's lunchbox?
It's a lunchbox with world flags on it.
Is that a
It's
thing?
probably some sort of brand. I don't know what it's referring to specifically.
Emoticon thing. ASCII.
Sweaty face.
Mr. Edgeworth, we've got to get him some water.
No, he can choke. It's
Found
fine.
it, lol. Ooh, I feel a wave of creative powers coming on. It's over 9,000 lulls. For my next sleek movie, it's gonna be The Steel Samurai, Warriors of Neo-Oldie Tokyo. Versus the World Samurai, Champion of Earth. It's gonna rock through so many boxers.
Oh, wow. I forgot
They really had to
about
fit a lot of little references into just like a tiny amount of space.
Rocksters, my boxers.
Didn't it used to be Roxers my Socksaurus? That's what I remember.
Maybe it depends on what group you were part of.
Maybe. Phew. Good thing it was a false alarm, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
So the Steel Samurai is finally getting a movie.
Completely ignoring me as usual.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I love the lead speak.
This man was in first class with me. He was quite shaken up by the whole affair. I'd be
pretty
pretty
scared
scared.
too.
Oh shit.
Would you, Mr. Edgeworth? Would you be pretty
Yes,
scared?
I'd be scared. I would be
scared.
very scared.
I'd be pretty scared too if I got caught up in a murder investigation, sir.
Oh, what a boy.
I did it. I made it the whole flight. I'm not scared of turbulence anymore.
Good boy.
This life vest is proof I made it alive. It's now my prized possession.
You stole a life vest? How could you just take that from the plane?
They had ones for sale, didn't they?
Right.
Oh right, because they're Ryanair.
Yeah. It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth. It's got nothing to do with the murder, at least.
Ninja Warlord, thank you
Arrive
for
to
the
your
10 bits.
destination alive.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. I thought Sal was in jail for assisting a murder.
Yes, he made it
served
out.
his time.
He paid bail. Sion402, thank you for the 100 bits. Hey, Martin, Marin, and Soupy. Martin, I would give you a cookie. Well, thank you. Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. I'm not sure I like the premise. Skilled Samurai would never draw his blade against the world samurai. That's just so out of character. I think that's Edgeworth talking.
Yeah. I object.
Or let's talk to Green Edgeworth.
Huh, Lunchland. Not bad. I guess it's gotten big enough to warrant its own branch shops.
Oh, so this
Good
is
for
the lunch
Angel.
lady?
Yeah.
He's gotten her own...
I don't think that's
Well, that's not her.
Angel Star her,
Hey.
yeah, but
It's her
but
brand.
I guess now she's a girl boss now.
Do not bite me. You are not allowed to bite me.
Ooh, I've always wanted to give their steak lunch a try.
Which should I go with? I recommend our airport special World Flags lunch boxes. Only available for a limited time.
Guess you should have talked to them first.
We have a variety of lunch boxes made up to look like different countries' flags. If you really want that one, if you really want one, detective. Oh, Jesus Christ. If you really want one that badly, detective, why don't you go ahead and buy one?
Is that okay, sir? Thanks. All right, then. I'm really gonna get one. Here I go.
Imagine a fully grown adult man being excited that he
No.
can spend his own money on food.
Yeah, right. Excuse me, miss. I'll take a Star-Spangled Banner lunchbox, please.
You would.
Make it as American as possible.
The flag of
I hope
Japanifornia.
he's aware. I hope he's aware that's the most expensive one on the menu.
Political commentary from Ace Shiny Investigations right there.
I was like, how do you know? Duke, 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 Duke.
Oh.
Duke,
March
Duke,
12th,
Duke.
1:37 p.m. Flight I-390, second floor, first class. The
I
volcanic
can't
ash
wait till
soap.
Lang shows up.
Huh?
There's like another guy that shows up and he's really hot. I don't think it's this case though.
That's
Volcanic
next case.
ash soap. Thank you for the 10 bits. As a grown adult, I too get excited when I have money. When I have money to pay for food.
I can eat. So you must be the captain.
Do we have? Why, yes, I am. And who might you be?
I am the prodigy prosecutor, Franziska von Karma, and I have a few questions for you.
Don't you dare, Captain, getting friendly with another woman.
Fuck off, you
I'll
stoner.
never forgive you if you do.
This isn't fun.
What are you talking about? I only have eyes for you, my dear Cammy.
I wouldn't bet money on our dear captain to be much of a reputable person.
There's wacky music.
Sure you don't want to ask the captain some questions, sir?
He was in the cockpit the entire time. I highly doubt he would know anything of use.
That's why we didn't spend money on sprites for him.
Anyway, I like to think that I like to leave that type of witness to Franziska and her whip.
And Koku no Megami, thank you for the 5 bits. Next case for the hot one.
Next case for the hot one. Next case for the hot one. He would probably fuck just about anybody. Cause he's a slut.
What?
An Interpol slut.
So is he into poly?
Yeah.
March
now he is.
12th,
Ta-da.
1... Thank you.
He
March,
probably is, though.
March 12th, 1:40 p.m. Flight I-390, first floor lounge.
Nah,
Of everyone we've met, I think Lang is the most poly.
Now, see here.
Ah! Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, we gotta examine Edgeworth's seat when we get a chance.
Okay.
Somebody told me to look at his seat.
How long do you intend to hold me? It is impossible for me to be the criminal. I told you.
Mr. LeBlanc.
Ah, it is you. Tell this man to stop stopping me from going. Time is
stop.
money.
Stop.
I don't even have 1 second of wasteful time to spend.
I should go check Edgeworth's seat, yeah. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
I
it's
thought
on
we
the
talked
stairs.
to his seat the last time.
We looked at
Wasn't
the
it
chest.
the,
It says
chest
we have
set
to
thing?
look. We should look at it again. Somebody
okay.
said later on.
Okay.
Is this it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was my seat.
Wow, you read law books even when you're flying, sir?
I read all kinds of books. Are you expecting anything less? Now come on, we must hurry to the crime scene.
Hold on a sec. There's a different book stuck in here. The Steel Samurais and...
Detective Gumshoe! Am I going to have to charge you with invasion of privacy?
Lol.
Wow, this man is so insecure. He fucking put a book inside another book.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, this urn's got a seatbelt strapped tightly around it.
It must be of great value to Mr. LeBlanc then. Let's break it!
Yeah, I guess if you don't want to churn your urn, then it's always best to buckle up.
That motherfucker was just standing the whole time. Obviously. But did that have anything to do with the case, detective?
Nobody gets my jokes.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Baby.
Gumshoe. Poor guy.
Mama Dragon Carnage, thank you for the 10 bits. Inside the book is a photo of Phoenix, and he looks at it fondly like that Wolverine meme.
We should go look at the chair that has all the bottles. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, what is this super expensive looking feast of Jurassic proportions?
It's just the food they serve in first class. It's garbage.
Wow, I am so jealous, sir. I want to ride in first class sometime.
No. Right, when pigs fly and I own my own private jet.
Oh.
Jesus.
You're so
I do not
mean.
wish to be associated with the poors. If I may have a word with you, Ms. Meal, you fucking stoner.
No, you may not have a word with me. I don't want to talk to any other man except for the captain right now.
Me too, Cammy. I will never talk to another woman. Ah!
This joke is not funny. This definitely looks like a job for Francisco. Isn't it funny to be jealous in a monogamous relationship?
What did I ever do to deserve this?
You
More
dated a
than this-
woman who's jealous.
More than this job, all I truly love is my sweet Cammy.
Might I suggest you not say that at this moment in front of Francisca? Why?
Why not? Because he's
Maybe
gonna
she'll
get
whip him.
Yeah.
Whip him, I guess, but it's like, is she gonna get jealous too? Like, Francisca, I'd like to ask you about the investigation. Miles Edgeworth, can't you see I'm in the middle of taking his statement? This man is only captain in title. I'm going to teach him to do his job properly.
No, okay. From now on, I'll keep my focus and take my responsibilities seriously.
He's really trembling there.
20-year-old girl is educating. However, like the 30-something-year-old man. If it makes him take his job seriously, it's not such a bad thing, is it?
If it works.
Why are you
it
looking
doesn't
at me
kill
like
people.
that, sir?
He's thinking about whipping and Gumshoe. Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. Yeah, that is one aspect of Edgeworth and Francisca I really dislike. Both of them are very classist. They were raised that way, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's Sunday.
Miles is like, if I even have to look at a poor person, I will shit.
It takes 5 years off my life every time.
Yeah, Phoenix Wright shows up here. I don't know what's gonna happen. Probably
What's
kissing.
this?
I don't kiss
Probably.
every poor person, but every poor person makes me react differently. What is it, Detective? Did you find an important piece of evidence?
A giant parfait on top of bread and steak? Paint me jealous, sir. It's a feast.
I don't want to paint you anything. Don't make me paint you. Maybe I should just let him have the giant parfait so we can move on.
That thing's been out for like hours.
Yeah, for hours.
The yogurt's probably fine.
Volcanic
It's just
ash.
a little more cultured now.
Yeah.
Volcanic, thanks for the 10 bits. It's just how the 1% bond with the plebes. Let's check out these bottles.
Yeah.
A mountain's worth of empty bottles are lined up here.
And look, all of them have a letter inside, sir.
Huh?
Let's see. I'll order anything as many times as it takes just to see your lovely face.
Gross.
My beloved Miss Tenero.
Oh.
Is what all of them say, sir.
He's just been harassing a flight attendant the whole time.
How
Guess so.
adorable. Please put them back in the bottles, Detective.
Yeah, I can't destroy the beautiful love here by ruining the letters by accident.
I wouldn't call this love, I'd call it sexual harassment, but okay.
I am stupid, sir. Just reminding you.
Axel Z43, thank you for the follow.
I think we have to go back downstairs.
Yeah, we do. I'm just checking things out.
Yeah. That's a really big floaty. But isn't it a bit too early in the year for swimming?
Swimming! Detective, that is not for swimming, it's a lifesaver.
So you can't swim with one of these?
No! I mean, I suppose you could, but that's not what they're intended for. It's for...
It's for saving lives. Well then, see, it's the same as a floaty. You shouldn't go around confusing people, sir.
Why do I feel like I just picked a puppy?
Axel Z43, thank you for joining the Steve Army and subscribing with Prime.
The man in this seat was the one we saw just out in the airport lobby hyperventilating. If he's so scared to fly, then why take an airplane to begin with? Well, because it takes like half the time, asshole.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if he's that scared, he should have caught a ferry or a cruise ship or something.
Bakuro, we determined that we didn't determine in canon, but we joked that piano is made out of cardboard, so...
But it is a CD player.
Yeah.
It's not a real piano.
Oh, that's right. It's not a CD player, yeah. Or it's
But
not a
the
real
keys
piano.
still, like, they look like they're being pressed as
Yeah.
it plays,
Trick
though.
piano.
Yeah.
It's probably hollow, but still.
Yeah. By the way,
It
were you
can't
okay with
be
all the
hollow
turbulence,
if it
Mr.
actually-
Edgeworth?
It can't?
No, uh-oh. We went
Oh, what
down.
happened? It says network error.
Yeah, hang
Hold
on.
on.
I mean, I'm live. It says I'm
Here?
still streaming.
Came back for me.
Oh, okay. Well, it's back for me now.
Yeah, I don't know why I
Okay.
got that message.
That was weird.
Who's yelling? Who's doing all this yelling?
But, yeah, I mean, the keys can be... The simulation of the keys being pressed doesn't require... Anyway. I don't
Doesn't
think...
require the normal piano, like, innards.
No.
No, it just seems silly to have the keys move if there's no, like, percussive element on the inside.
But it's a CD player.
That doesn't mean it's only a CD player. I think there are
pretty
some
fancy.
pianos. I think
It's
there are some
gotta be,
pianos
like-
that have, like, the autoplay feature, but are still
Yeah.
regular pianos.
Mm.
It's gotta be, like, even if it is a CD player, it has to have, like, real elements. Or it can't be like a normal CD. It has to be like a software CD, you know? I don't know.
Like one specifically made for that piano.
Yeah.
I think
we're
you're
thinking
right.
too hard about this.
Yeah.
Yes. I apologize for humoring the whole thing.
I said this, by
Oh,
the
you
way.
did?
Yeah.
Dot 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 dot. Ah yes, it was nothing I couldn't handle. I
Should have figured, right? As if you'd get on a plane if you were scared of them.
Indeed.
Jesus.
You're a little gassy today, Mr. Edgeworth.
Indeed. I just like seeing my little avatar light up when I burp.
I think we gotta talk to the police officer and the
I want
other
to
guy.
have confirmation on this piano.
We've got a piano on this plane. Hey, do you think I can try it out, sir?
Look at the inside. There's percussive parts on the inside.
That's true.
Right there, the little strings. That's what the keys hit. And they go pwong, and then it makes a noise. So, fuck you. Fuck you.
It's just like a really, really big music box.
Yeah. I'd think you would know better than to randomly touch things at a crime scene, detective.
I randomly touch things at the crime scenes all the time.
Stop. Get your hands off my dick. Besides, I didn't know you knew how to play.
Of course I do. I'm practically proficient.
He can play.
Oh, he can play like chopsticks. Interesting. The things you learn about people on a daily basis when you actually bother to talk to them.
And listen to what they have to say.
Oh, but
I can get Doe and Ray to come out just right, sir.
good for you. 2 notes does not a proficient pianist make, detective. He's like, I can't even play the C chord, but I got it. Like, there's no black keys in the C scale, but he still can't play it.
Pacey9, thank you for the follow.
Did you finish taking his statement yet?
Yep, all done, sir.
I do not concern if you're not done examining the cargo hold. I want my cargo back. If you make a single scratch on my art, you will pay.
Art? What sort of art?
Mr. LeBlanc is an art dealer, so he's got a bunch of artwork down in the cargo hold, sir. There's practically a mountain of them, large and small.
From folk costumes to stone statues, I sell all kinds of arts.
Folk costumes? Speaking of which, Mr. LeBlanc's hat. It kind of looks like that other piece of cloth. The other piece of cloth?
We found a piece of cloth in the suitcase
Yeah.
when we examined it, so maybe we should present that to him.
Okay.
I'm back.
Mr. LeBlanc, can you take a look at this for me, please? Mr. Bitch.
Huh? Oh, it's about Genie and cloth.
I'll be right back. I think Gordon wants out.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Important to let that boy free.
He's a free man. Or he's about to be.
Yeah, my suspicions are on this LeBlanc guy just because he seems just... pun not intended, he seems too much of a foreign element. But
I think maybe he's in cahoots with someone else, but I don't remember.
Bless him. He's not very smart, but he tries.
Mama Dragon Carnage made the Wolverine meme with Edgeworth and Phoenix.
I want to see.
And Volcanic Cash Soap, thank you for the 10 bits. With the amount that Zinc LeBlanc bites his lower lip, how does he still have the bottom of his mouth?
Yeah, this is pretty accurate. This is him the whole plane ride, honestly.
Yeah.
In the blue underwear
That's
and
what's
everything.
in the book.
Yeah. It's a law book hiding a steel samurai book hiding
A
Phoenix.
picture of Phoenix.
Yeah. And it's like
That's
the
the
naked
most
one.
embarrassing thing.
It's the one that's like him coming out of the shower, because they definitely
Yes.
made. Because it was Valentine's Day around the time that the last case was, right?
The
in
last one of
February.
Trials and Tribulations?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like right after.
So there we go. He made a late Valentine's present and kept the photo and was fapping in the airplane. We figured
Yeah.
it out.
You got it.
As I suspected. Your hat is made of the same material, I suppose.
Yes, of course. This fabric is so famous. Orders come from over the seas for more.
Bloody cloth data updated in my organizer.
Then this is the cargo you were talking about earlier.
No, no, no. My cargo this time is much, many gigantic. You, detective, when can I have my cargo moved?
You can get your cargo back when we're done investigating, pal.
Yeah, look
The
at it.
stubbornness of your police. It is no good. And it is no good that attendant refuses to exit the attendant's room too.
That attendant? I wonder if he's talking about Miss Nero.
Rowdy Kuriga, thank you for the 5 bits. So my bet is on Cammy Don't know why, but she's my bet because she was trying to pin the other attendant and as sus, which to me makes her more sus. Yeah, I don't know what Cammie's deal is. I can't tell if she's
not a
just...
fan of Cammie.
Not a fan of the character.
Not a fan.
Not a fan of the character design, not a fan of the character.
I'm not a fan of this case or this game.
There you go.
Yeah, that's also fair. Very valid and true.
Everything this game is adding is kind of not great.
What did you mean by that attendant, Mr. LeBlanc? I know there's only two, and that one of them is upstairs, but
She was taken into the attendance room for her interview. And then they still have not come out. They make no sign of coming out either.
You can't force people to come out, Mr. LeBlanc.
I was finished with my own interview much earlier, quicker than her.
Because you did it.
What?
Why is Ms. Tenero's interview the only one that's taking up so much time?
She has to put her perfume on.
Oh, God, I can't go in there. Ah, woman! Miles Edgeworth, you were given free rein to examine the plane, weren't you? Yes, I was able to obtain the cooperation of the flight attendants. Speaking of attendants, I'd like to speak with Ms. Tenero. I wonder if you might grant me permission to enter the flight attendant's room.
The Azulmagi, thank you for the bit. This guy has almost as many rings as Yoshi P.
Yeah, almost.
Volcanic Ash, so thank you for the 10 bits. Can I just comment and say that Martin's LeBlanc voice is a joy for me? I'm glad you're enjoying it. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. No offense, I don't think it is Cammie. She seems too dumb to do it. I think it's the Borginian guy. But we've known many Phoenix Wright characters pretend to be dumb.
Yeah, a lot of them are dumb just as an act.
Eeny miny.
Yeah, exactly.
She has very eeny miny vibes. She's eeny miny vibey.
Before I do, well, you still have to clear up a few issues surrounding your own circumstances. I understand. You may have tricked those attendants with your sophisticated talking. But you can't pull the wool over my eyes, Miles Edgeworth.
Oh. Franziska's logic.
Stupid.
You're talking to yourself, Marin.
Let's not complicate things and go with the most obvious conclusion. The scene of the crime was here, in the very lounge the body was discovered. From the time the victim was seen calling for an attendant until his body was found. The only person in this lounge the entire time was you, Miles Edgeworth. This unmistakably makes you the likeliest suspect.
I assume we're countering the point of it being in this room because it was in the shop.
Yeah, because
The luggage.
she says the scene of the crime was here, but we know that's not true.
Yeah.
It's not true, you stupid bitch. The likeliest suspect. I almost said lyciest. Likeliest suspect,
That too.
Franziska. Do you have a problem with that?
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. It was Von Karma. Wouldn't that be funny?
He broke out a present.
I thought
He
they meant
climbed up the
Franziska,
plane.
but... Criven, thank you for the 10 bits. I like the custom mini Soupy and Marin in the screen. I do too.
I look good. I look good in boob 69. Better than I thought. I don't usually like myself in red, but you know.
I look better than I ever have.
Oh,
My chin has just melded into my neck. Finally.
nice can, Soupy.
I've been waiting for this. I've been eating this whole time trying to make it happen, and now. God, I hate my fucking chin.
Marin.
Well, I love your face.
No, but it's not like you to use such vague wording. You're usually a bit more absolute. I'm simply trying to watch out for you. Or is my kindness too hard for you to comprehend? Hard. Thank you, but your leniency is unnecessary, for I will prove my innocence soon enough. If I want to continue my investigation, I'll have to break her. Line of logic. Fast.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Or they could be pulling a trick on us and nobody could have done it, and the real cause was the guy hit his head because of the turbulence.
Man,
It could happen.
he hit himself over the head with a Tanuki statue.
Well, we've yet
On
to
the back of the head.
we've yet to
Yeah.
definitively prove it was that, but yes, it does seem to be the case.
He has a giant bloody gash in the back of his head. We have proven that he has died from being beaten in the head.
and Duskbringer, thank you for the 10 bits. You said Von Karma did it, wasn't he? At this point, prosecuting in Hades.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would be a little more complicated than him just breaking out of jail.
Got to break
This
out of
is
hell.
the modern, what's it called? Charon's boat. So we're going to go hang out in Hades. 'Cause we're
Francisco's
Thanatos.
logic. So we're gonna go to the scene of the crime was here. Do I present?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's present the suitcase.
Yeah.
Fucking lying bitch. Oh, ha, 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 you stupid bitch. It would appear that you did not have all the information you needed after all.
The Azulmagia, thank you for the bit. If Dahlia can break out of hell, why not Manfred?
Manfred doesn't have someone to summon him.
But wouldn't that be
He doesn't have hot ladies.
Wouldn't that be a crazy twist though? If Francisco started getting possessed by Manfred?
I would fucking love to see the body version of Franziska von Karma's possessed body by von Karma would look like. I know that was a lot of words. I hope they all made sense.
No, I understood.
I'm just imagining it like he's just got the really poofy sleeves.
Yeah, and the fucking same face, horrifying face. It would appear that you did not have all the information you needed after all.
Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. Now that I look closer, the way that Martin's mic stands in place above Soupy's head, it kind of looks like Soupy's about to be opened by an electric can opener.
No.
Save me.
And what does that mean? I found a nice piece of evidence just before I was forced to stop investigating.
I forged a nice piece of evidence before you got here.
A piece that proves the body was moved from a different location.
Let this happy music.
Ah! The killer used this suitcase to move the victim's body. Meaning that the real scene of the crime is not this lounge at all. The lounge Janai. Now who's the one rashly jumping to conclusions? Excuse me? All you did was find this piece of cloth inside the back suitcase. That doesn't prove the body was moved. It could be that the killer simply chose that suitcase as a good place to hide the cloth. I expected you would come to that conclusion. It would seem I can't escape that easily. You should know better than that. Von Karma is perfect in every way. Ah, but did you know that the killer definitely wheeled the suitcase around at some point? As if there's any proof of that. Where is the proof that the suitcase was moved around?
I think it's the footprints.
I guess so. It looks like someone's being dragged. Okay. And Erikios, thank you for the 10 bits. Von Karma possessing Franny.
At last I have returned with boobas.
With boobas.
That's Von Karma.
I love that fucking comic Demon Cross. I shove my entire cravat up your ass. The spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. Yes, and I'd like to draw your attention to this area here. Where is the evidence that proves the killer dragged the suitcase through here?
I assume it's this little track, yeah.
Look at the wheel prints. Yeah. Dragging through the wine. Yeah. There's a body in the suitcase. This mark here. Wouldn't you say it looks suspiciously like tracks from two wheels? I suppose. Further, there's also grape juice residue on the wheels of the suitcase.
He might have been wearing
I licked
Heelys.
them. This means that the suitcase containing the victim's body definitely passed through here.
Can you imagine healing through an airplane while turbulence is going on?
After you've killed someone.
After you've killed someone?
I suppose this means that the killer did move the victim's body from somewhere else. I'm glad you've come to your senses, you stupid bitch. Not so fast! This still doesn't put you in the clear. Not by a long shot. Time to yell at each other again about our opinions and thoughts. Yeah. You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank before the plane hit that turbulence.
I forgot it was a piggy bank, that's right. Mr. iFly piggy bank.
You prepared yourself.
Oh, we can have a
You
look at
fucking
it.
murderer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, God.
What is that?
Says iFly Airlines. You know, I've seen it occur a lot recently and it's been bothering me greatly. What is the deal with airline food?
It has been occurring a lot lately.
But why does nobody know how to properly capitalize and space nouns anymore?
He's
It's funny
pissed at
because
the
I'm,
iPhone.
I'm out of touch with Apple.
Edgeworth would be the. Am I out of touch? No, it's the kids who are wrong.
Children.
It's- yeah, totally.
Children who are wrong. The hat on its head was found inside a display case in the in-flight shop. I wonder if that fact has any bearing on this case. Look at the blood, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got some blood, yeah. There's some blood, yeah, on one of the corners. Could this piggy bank be the murder weapon?
Right. I think we've investigated it thoroughly.
Go back to the description of it.
Taken out of the display case.
Yeah, so that says after the turbulence. She just said before the
Mm.
turbulence. So I think we just present that there when we get to it.
You stupid bitch! And then you waited for the victim in the lounge where you beat him to death.
Why does she think we
She
did
has
this?
like no faith in him.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you're adopted. That's why
Jeez.
I've seen fucking Thor. I know what foster brothers do. Then, while you were in the elevator with the victim's body stuffed in the suitcase, the plane hit that patch of turbulence and out flew the body from within the suitcase. Because why wouldn't you have zipped it? With no way out, you hastily put the suitcase back where you'd taken it from. And pretended to be the discoverer of the body.
Oh.
Not a bad bit of logic for something you thought of on the fly. The eye
good, Martin?
fly.
Yeah, my stomach's just acting up a little bit. I'm all right.
Just what are you insinuating?
Just remember, God gives his worst stomach problems to his sexiest soldiers, Martin.
Well, thank you.
You're hitting on my husband?
It
right.
was like a thing on TikTok I saw the other day,
really?
and I was like, damn, I relate to that.
Brilliant. I'll keep that in mind.
That I will show you exactly how flawed your logic is. No matter how strong of a face you put on, not even you can hide your fears from me, or your stomach problems. I'll expose the flaws in her logic in one fell swoop.
Nah, I'm good. I don't need a break. I just, it was a momentary thing. Franziska's logic part 2. Let's counteract this first part here.
You prepared yourself and acquired the piggy bank.
And
fucking got
Mr.
that
Snikey, thank you for the 10
before
bits.
the
It looks like
turbulence.
Martin is just looking at Mini Marin, and it makes me laugh. I don't know why. I'm tired. Here's some bits from me rambling.
It does look like you're just like staring at the back of Minnie Marin's head sometimes.
Yes.
That's really funny.
Fucking keep reading.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Edgeworth should do what all the prosecutors do with Phoenix. Franziska, what's his motive? No motive means no guilty verdict.
My motive is I'm God's sexiest soldier. The fact that you took this
And I
piece
have the worst stomach problems.
The fact that you took this evidence into account in your testimony is to be commended. Your legal prowess is something to be feared.
Prowess.
Prowess. Evidence and logic, you stupid fool. Essential tools that those who would stand in a courtroom must learn to master.
You think they say that like every time they see each other?
Yes. But what if there was a fake piece of evidence thrown into the mix? A fake? This Mr. iFly piggy bank. He's got it correctly capitalized.
He did.
Yeah. Wow.
What a fucking anal piece of
What a
shit.
nerd.
He's like, hang on, I must correct the subtitles.
Mr. Ifley.
This Mr. Ifley bank is just such a fake. It is not the real murder weapon.
Wait, what?
What? The timing of when the bank was taken from the shop is important. And it was taken after the turbulence had occurred. But then, what about the blood on the blank? What do you make of that? What about the blood on the bank?
Blah, 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 blah.
I assume it was added after the murder when the killer fabricated this weapon. Looking at it this way, the killer basically did 3 things after the turbulence. After exiting the elevator.
Ooh, spooky. It's like his
A ghost did it.
Yeah. It's like when you do the Mario time trials or whatever, and it's like you're playing against your ghost guy. Like that's his ghost.
The killer brought the suitcase to the shop and left it there. Then the killer proceeded to pick the bank up from off the floor. And took it to fabricate a fake murder weapon by hitting the victim on the head. Then he teabagged me. Finally, the victim's wallet was planted on my personage in my pocket, to be precise.
That was a very Viva Vendetta sentence there, Edgeworth.
Everything
This
was
perfect
done so
prosecutor's pocket had been pilfered.
Everything was done so that I would be framed for the murder of Abby Hicks.
Senmaru, thank you for resubscribing for 17 months there.
Great ass. You there!
Yes, ma'am.
Other than this piggy bank, was anything else resembling a murder weapon found?
We didn't find anything in this lounge or in the shop that could be used as one, ma'am. Most of the items that could have been used were broken during the turbulence. This plane design kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's almost like it was a terrible idea.
And the remaining items all tested negative for any trace of blood.
I see. Well, Miles Edgeworth, it seems your stall tactics are at an end.
The Hollowed Eye, thank you for following.
But it's possible that it's just hidden somewhere, sir. Eee!
If the criminal had wanted to hide the weapon in a safer place, I think the weapon would have been there. Blah, 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 blah. I'd think the weapon would have been hidden in the same place as the bloody cloth. Exactly what I was thinking. Because the cloth was hidden inside that suitcase, it signals to me that the killer had not prepared a more secure place to hide the evidence. Check everyone's bra. Which means
I hide things in mine all the time.
Which means that the real murder weapon is either still on the murderer's personage, or is still at the real crime scene. Objection! There is one more possibility. And that would be that the piggy bank is in fact the real weapon. But didn't we just... Let me finish! God, fuck, you never let me fucking finish. Always, objection! Objection! You and father both. Swear to God, the killer took the bank out from the display case before the turbulence. By opening the lock on the display case door.
I get a real Kimrai vibe from your Francisca, Marin. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but...
No, a what?
Kimrai is a VTuber.
I see. And it was at that time that the glass pane was broken and the door was broken. I'd say that's perfectly reasonable line of reasoning, don't you? Wouldn't you? Would you not? Let's see. So that means that the killer had the key to the display case. Francisca, the person you're talking about. Not so fast, I'm not finished. The person I'm talking about also committed another sin. She tricked the captain.
Oh.
And granted you permission to conduct your investigation. Yes, it is the sin of lying.
Which means that Rhoda's probably innocent because Francisca's accusing all the wrong people.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I recall that you also wished to speak with her.
In the woman room.
In the woman room? Yeah, do you have a mask or... By the way. Very well, permission granted. But only if I can sit in on your interrogation.
Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. Damn it, LK, now that you've mentioned it, I can't stop picturing Kim Rive on Karma.
Do we understand each other? I have no intention of interrogating her. But you are welcome to accompany me if you so wish. Ms. De Niro is in the flight attendant's room. Let's move.
I don't know why, but when I look out the window, I keep thinking it's Bikini Bottom.
It does kind of look like Bikini Bottom.
Wildfire BB, thank you for the 10 bits. The sin of lying. Wow, Von Karma, you throwing stones in glass houses because you're the biggest liar of them all.
The sin of lying.
And Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. Now I want Kimrai, Taka, and Mim to do their own Ace Attorney streams as a trio. That would be cute.
Oh, is she the big sexy purple lady?
She is the big
Kimrai?
sexy purple lady.
Oh.
There you go.
I do want to make a big sexy VTuber lady one day. I just have a little tomboyish they, them, she, them. There are a few copies of Sky Magazine in the magazine rack.
This month's special. Oh, looks like it's an English trivia quiz. Oh, I've got one. What starts with I and means boldly rude and disrespectful?
Ignorant.
Yeah, I was gonna go ignorant, yeah.
The answer is most definitely insolent. Oh,
Alright,
close enough.
Edgeworth.
Time's up. Sorry, sir, but the correct answer is insolvent.
What? Detective Gumshoe, don't tell me your English ability is at the same level as him.
Am I in love with a himbo?
What does that mean? What does that mean? Your English level is at the same level as him?
He's saying that Edgeworth,
The other guy.
the Phoenix. Is he not saying Phoenix is dumb?
No, he's talking about Zinc LeBlanc because he made the same error the last time.
Right.
Oh, I see. I was like, that man.
Oh man, there's a really pretty lady in that plane over there.
Gumshoe.
Ah, she's looking over here. Quick, sir, wave at her with me, please.
Let's do that honking motion like we do with the big trucks.
I live by a certain creed, I'm afraid, Gumshoe.
I
If
don't
she
wave
don't
at women.
have the booty, why you hooty hooty?
Do she have the booty? I cannot see the booty, so I do not. Hooty hooty. I refuse to be your wingman on this. The waving makes you a wingman.
Yep.
He refuses to be his wingman on this, but like, what about other occasions?
He's like, I will buy a drink awkwardly for another man and say, "How do you like apples? How do you like these apples?" While I put the drink down and point at you. But that's it.
Works every time.
I it worked only that one. No, it didn't even work that one time. But that's all I'm gonna do.
Samurai Tiger, thank you for the 10 bits. Edgeworth, that's racist. I'm not sure what we're talking about anymore, but I think it was the him.
The booty.
No.
The booty.
The boots. Volcanic Ash Soap, thank you for the 10 bits. Makes sense that Gumshoe wants a wingman. He's on a plane, after all. What? Okay.
Yeah, Marin, the booty thing was way better. Hey, the statue.
Gordon.
What about it, detective? Did you notice something?
Trickstar 5,
Gordon's
thank you for
talking shit. He's like, your joke ain't any better, you stupid fuck.
Trickstar 5, thank you for the 15 bits. The entire ass.
I saw this guy in a dream last night. The resemblance is uncanny,
He
sir.
dreamed about C-3PO.
Yeah. Wearing a suit.
You saw him in your dreams?
Well, yeah. I saw him and then I arrested him.
What is wrong with you?
I wanted to show you just how vital I am in our partnership.
Being useful in your sleep is of no help to me in the real world, detective.
Yeah, we'll wait for Freddy Krueger to show up and then see how you feel about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, if Gumshoe came and saved me from Freddy Krueger in my dreams, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably burp and die.
Gordon.
Probably. Looks like we can't go beyond here, sir.
Plus, the body has been sent off to the medical examiner's office for an autopsy.
Volcanic Ash, thank you for the 10 bits. Not sure if it's just me, but I think Gumshoe kind of got Flanderized into being the ditziest character ever from Phoenix Wright 1 to this game. Definitely to an extent. I feel like all the characters have had a little bit of Flanderization. I definitely think Gumshoe loses a lot of the... Huh?
What does Flanderization mean?
Where all the worst... I mean, basically when a character is exaggerated... A lot of the Office characters got Flanderized as the show went on because they just become
Right, or like
exaggerated into negative caricatures of who they are. They're like exaggerating all the most humorous elements of them, which are obviously usually negative elements of character traits.
It's kind of like how Kevin from The Office just got way stupider as
Yeah.
time went on.
Yeah. Or like how every cast member of It's Always Sunny existed.
But that works on that show somehow.
I mean, I definitely think he maybe came off a little more competent in the beginning because we didn't know him.
I definitely think it works in these games because it does feel like he came off competent because we just were like, oh, this guy's arresting us.
Yeah. I do think that, like, this is just as much a commentary on the police as it is the judicial system.
I
Alright,
didn't really need to read that. That was just a bunch of nonsense.
we can go into the room now.
Yeah, hurry and solve your murder. If you do not, how am I supposed to have my cargo returned to me?
If you could please be patient. Just a little longer, Mr. LeBlanc.
Hurry and solve it like a strike of thunder.
It's as fast as lightning, and believe me, if I could, I would.
Bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you.
I've been told by Miss Von Karma that you can now enter the flight attendant's room. Please feel free to look around.
Thanks. Now to unravel Ms. Tenero's true intentions.
All right. Hold your nose, Edgeworth.
Into the room with all the women.
God, it stinks in here. Fuck. Oh, God.
March 12th.
This is nice, though. They've got, like, actual beds.
Yeah.
And a diagram of what a flight attendant should look like, which looks exactly like Rhoda.
A woman poster.
March 12th, 2:23 p.m. Flight I-390, first floor flight attendant's room. Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. An alternative to Flanderization sitcom character syndrome, where a character's quirk to their personality becomes their whole personality. And Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. Stupid sexy Flanders.
You're the one that poked around inside this plane without the captain's permission. Deviating from the flight attendant's manual is very unbecoming, you know.
I think before when I sneezed, I muted the game by mistake rather than my sneeze.
Yeah, we heard you.
Well, you guys could have heard me, but I muted it on the stream.
Oh.
What were you hoping to accomplish by doing that?
So then I was just saying bless you to nothing?
No, I think yeah. Usually I mute my sneezes, but this time I muted the game and sneezed into the stream.
Oh, okay. I...
Ms. De Niro.
Oh, you okay?
Is the perfume
Yes,
that bad?
I just inhaled spit, like literally right before the line happened.
Method
It's
acting.
fine, I'm okay.
Yeah, Marin sprayed a bunch of perfume, like, right before.
God damn it. Women.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, you're here too?
Can you please help us and shed some light on why you did what you did? Why you do thing you did?
At
All right.
SMR. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. If Gumshoe came to arrest Marin, I would probably think Marin would ruin their pants.
Yes. Well, okay. If Gumshoe legitimately tried to arrest me for anything, I'd probably call him a pig. But
Yes.
if Gumshoe just showed up, yes, I would probably shit myself. What is all this junk inside these boxes? There's no rhyme or reason to any of it.
What are you going to do
junk,
with
bro.
all that junk? All that junk inside these boxes.
That's our lost and found, Mr. Edgeworth.
The booty.
Gold crowns and swords and necklaces. It's like a treasure trove in here, sir.
The fact that these were left on the plane implies they were carried onto it to begin with. Something tells me it's time for I Fly. Oh, he didn't change it that time. To send out its metal detectors. To send its metal detectors out for repairs.
We all know the TSA's bullshit, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's true. And what are inside these boxes?
Oh, those are some souvenirs I bought in Virginia. There's so many. There's even a second box. Well, yes, I find that folk art from around the world does great things for my creativity. That's why I made these disgusting suitcases.
Those suitcases certainly could have done with a whole lot less of your creativity. Sick bird, burned a woman, hurt her
I'm going to go into
feelings.
the woman room and then I'm going to insult the woman.
And now I'm going to please her with my windshield wiper finger. It's one of those suitcases designed by Ms. De Niro. You can tell it's hardly ever been used by the lack of even a single scratch on it.
E-Man wants to know if we have any thoughts on the final Smash presentation. I didn't watch the presentation. Go on.
I mean, not a huge Kingdom Hearts fan these days, so I have some thoughts. None of them good.
As a person who plays Toon Link, I feel like this is an excuse by big JRPG to beat up more children. When I play as Toon Link, people hurt me. And I'm a cute child, and I don't like that. And I tell them that, and they still don't care. They still hurt me.
It's like, do you know that one tweet where it's like this? It was like the girl who posted a tweet who was like, I went out with this guy once who would, like, we'd go to bars and then they would try to start shit with people like way bigger than him. And then once, like, the bigger guy was actually trying to fight her, he'd be like, hey, I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little birthday boy. You're not going to hurt a little birthday boy, are you? I feel like that's you playing Toon Link in Smash.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Someone approaches you threateningly, and you're like, hey, I'm just a little guy. You can't beat up a little guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just impressed that they managed to navigate the whatever they had to do to get Square Enix and Disney to be like, yes, absolutely, put them in the game.
Yeah,
it's impressive
still shook
more than
that
anything.
Disney let them do it.
Yeah.
I'm really amused at the edit they did of the stained glass wall
and,
where it's
Donald.
like, yeah, they edited out Goofy and Donald and put a raft.
Well, that's why they've got
Wrapped in a
Banjo and
pelt.
Kazooie.
Huh?
That's why they've got Banjo and Kazooie.
Oh, they could put them there too. Yeah.
Yeah, they should have just put them there.
But yeah, I'm impressed that Sora's there, and now Sora's there. I'm like, man, I wish Squall were there because then Sora would have his two dads.
Honestly, I'm still shook that Cloud is even in these games. So
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Sephiroth.
yeah.
I still miss that fucking Sephiroth. Like, wow. Jeff Goldblum reacting to Sephiroth.
I think my Twitter header is still that picture of like Sephiroth stabbing Mario.
It's pretty easy to tell who sleeps in which bunk just by looking.
Is yours lagging, or was that just your brain?
No, that was
catching up?
me. That was brain short-circuiting
Okay.
for a minute.
Just making sure.
I'm almost certain that the well-kept one up top belongs to Ms. De Niro.
Ew. This bottom one is the giant mess.
Who looks at an unmade bed and is like, ew?
Disgusting. Well, there's a lot of trash too.
Especially
That's-
Gumshoe, though. Like,
Yeah.
You sloven, squalid scoundrel of a man.
Well, I don't know if Gumshoe owns enough things to have a mess in the first place.
that's true.
You dare to scrutinize a woman's bed and invade her privacy?
Fair.
Ouch!
You fucking stinky bitch. Sigh. There are some things in life best kept to yourself, detective.
The Azalmagia, thank you for the bit. I wish they just put the Duck Hunt Dog and Duck in place of Donald and Goofy, though. The weirdest change for me is that Zion, I'm sorry if I don't know these characters' names, I stopped playing Kingdom Hearts after 2 myself. Zion's heart station doesn't have Roxas on it at all? Oh, Shion. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad.
I think that's the 14th member of Organization 13.
Okay. And Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. Squall, you mean Leon Hart, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Leonhardt. My favorite part of Dissidia, I think it's the second one. I'm not sure. But like they're all like going their separate ways, and Squall and Cloud are the last two, and I fucking ship them.
And they just decided to stay together.
No,
Aw,
Squall
man.
is like, hey man, that was kind of cool, right? Working together, we could be friends. Maybe we could do this again, maybe. And Cloud goes, no.
It's a real shame they aren't from the same Final Fantasy game.
I know, I actually really enjoy their dynamic because Squall is like, Squall wants to be like Cloud in my mind.
Boy, did
But
that...
Cloud is like, I'm a fucking nerdy boy.
Yeah, Cloud is little anxiety hell, man.
Yeah. He's like, where am I? What am I doing?
Boy, did that. Thank you for the bit. Is this on the plane? Because they actually do have hidden crew sleeping compartments on the largest jumbo jets that do long-haul flights, but they are cramped and the ceiling is only high enough that you have to crawl into it. To be honest, they look cozy as fuck, and I'd pay to use one for an entire flight.
Yeah, I was wondering
Better than
like
a
how what they had for long haul flights, because I know I've flown over to like England, but those planes, the only place that they had was just the little flight attendant chairs, so that sucked.
I wonder if you could get like the same experience by booking like a sleeper cabin in an Amtrak.
Oh, well, the sleeper cabins are actually like full cabins, so probably not. Well, I guess in this scenario you'd get the same. In this specific plane scenario. What exactly is this panel for?
Ah, that's the emergency control panel for the elevator.
Elevator.
I killed a man in there, you know? I mean... We used it to stop the elevator on the first floor and keep its doors open.
Okay. Let's talk to her. What is this forlorn expression she's got?
Personally, I'm sad we didn't get Phoenix right. I knew we weren't going to get Phoenix right. There was no part of me that ever thought we were going to get Phoenix right. But I'm still sad.
But you know what? I also didn't expect things like Steve from Minecraft and all that kind of shit. So,
well, Steve was a clothing swap for me, wasn't he?
No.
No,
it's not a character.
Yeah,
he's a full-on character.
Oh,
he's got his own stage and everything.
Sans.
Yeah, it's not. Sans was a meat hider
Steve
costume.
from Minecraft with Sans.
Motherfucker, they're both independent games. Why did you lie about receiving the captain's permission like that?
Because I didn't think I would be able to get his permission.
What do you mean? He's a fucking idiot.
The captain, he's stupid. He only has ears for Cammy.
Only has ears for him.
I spoke with the captain a little earlier
Maybe he's
myself.
blind.
Oh.
But also flying a plane.
He would definitely rather... he definitely seems to be rather taken with Miss Meal.
Yes, and on top of that...
On top of who?
On top of him. I had mistakenly accused Mr. Edgeworth of being the killer. I wanted to make amends.
In that case, I just slapped you. Please allow me to thank you for what you did.
Ouch.
Sorry, I forget how long my arms are.
You need to respect people's personal space a little bit more, Mr. Edgeworth.
There's only so much room on the screen.
Azul Magia, thank you for the bit. Kind of weird we never see this captain. We actually did. He was.
Yeah, we saw his little sprite earlier.
He was chatting to Franziska.
And got in trouble because he was talking to another lady.
He's attracted to someone.
Thanks to you, I was able to clear myself of all charges.
Really?
Hontono Hontoni.
You were able to prove your innocence?
Maji des.
Oh, thank goodness.
Mr. Nero, is it? There is one more thing I'd like to ask you. You were in the in-flight shop just before the turbulence, weren't you? Please answer honestly.
Yes, I was.
And why were you there?
Well,
Why the sudden hesitation? Franziska seems to have struck a nerve.
All I did was go check up on the shop like I always do.
You lying bitch. You're saying it was for work, then?
Yes, I'm in charge of the shop, so I have to keep an eye on it. I don't have any reason to go there otherwise.
After your visit to the shop, you paid a visit to this room, correct?
Yes, I came back to freshen up and adjust my makeup. Because I have to go to the woman room to do that. I'm sorry, but there isn't much else to tell.
If we do it outside the woman room, the captain yells at us because he doesn't like seeing us do women things. Like wash our assholes. Only in the woman room.
And by some of the men I know, that is a woman thing.
Yeah, exactly. Ms. Tadiro claims to have no other reason than a duty to go to the shop. But is that all there is to it? Maybe I should ask her about that thing.
The luggage?
Probably.
If you could please take a look at this for me, Ms. Tadiro. Your ugly shit.
Oh, that suitcase.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it that, but okay.
Did we try to look up close at the suitcase? I don't remember.
I think we did. That's how we got the evidence out of it.
Oh.
We flipped it and then we clicked on the thing.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Flipped and clicked.
We have both flipped and clicked.
Yes, about this suitcase. You were the one who designed it, correct? And I think I figured out something else about it.
It's ugly.
This suitcase is the reason you went to the shop, isn't it?
There's nothing you won't find out eventually, is there?
No, 'cause I'm a smart boy. I'm a very smart boy. Won't you please tell me more about this suitcase?
Yes, I was interested in seeing how the suitcases I had designed were selling.
Your sprite
Poorly.
is moving while you're taking a hit.
Instead of Marin's face, it should have been a bong.
Yeah.
It's just
Like how
Edgeworth with a
Isaac
bong
Asu-
head.
No, a Galarian wheezing,
Yes.
a Galarian wheezing.
with smoke coming out.
Yeah.
I know that as a service professional, I'm not supposed to care. But I really wanted to know. And I was glad to see that it was the last one there.
Yes. The last one there.
There was two, baby.
You mean they only made 2 in general?
Right?
Well, there's technically 3.
I'm sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I don't know how to answer you. As a professional flight attendant, I'm a failure.
That does seem to be her whole character is, I am a
Yeah,
professional
that's-
flight attendant.
That is her identity.
She must be worn out from the long questioning session she just went through.
Okay, the last suitcase.
So you're saying, Ms. Taniro, that the suitcase in question was the last one?
Yes. They're just so popular, they're practically flying off the shelves.
That's not exactly the impression I got.
The one in the shop is most definitely the last one.
In her defense, the design isn't great, but it would be very hard to lose that luggage.
True.
Nobody else would take it by mistake.
Exactly.
Well, we're currently looking at that suitcase.
Really? Then I guess we sold all of them. Thank you very much for taking the last one.
No, it's because there's a dead body. I didn't say anything about buying it.
Then say you'll buy it.
No. I'm sorry, I can't. It's too ugly.
But why? I think it'd go great with your complexion, Mr. Edgeworth. It really suits you.
My complexion?
I guarantee it personally as a service professional.
Well, how should I put this?
Oh,
It's fucking gross.
maybe
It's
don't
ugly.
put it like that.
It's
Oh,
hideous.
no.
I would never be caught dead.
What?
I would never be caught with the dead.
I think I am going to go commit a murder now. I'll be right back.
Maybe that was a bit too direct.
Yeah, Edgeworth, Jesus Christ.
Moving on, my issue with the suitcase, I'm being thrown off from the lady smell. my issue with the suitcases isn't the design, it's the number of them remaining.
Remaining?
There were 2 suitcases in the in-flight shop when I investigated it.
2? But that's impossible.
Azulmagia, thank you for the bit. I can't believe Edgeworth just murdered Tenero in broad daylight.
In front of the police.
Take him away, boys. I'm sure there was only one.
Looks like her story has generated quite the contradiction.
When I left the shop, I'm positive there was only one suitcase left.
Something is amiss here. What could be the meaning of this inconsistency?
Ninja Warlord with the 10 bits. Is Edgeworth channeling Phoenix's art sense? That luggage is not art.
By the way, Miss Tenero, what is one of those suitcases doing here?
That's hers.
That's...
I thought you said there was only one left.
That one is, it's mine. I've used it for a very long time now.
There's a
All the
label
news like
on
it's
it.
brand new. Oh.
She's used it for a long time. I think not.
Maybe the murder weapon's in this one.
Miss Tenero, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't lie to me.
Excuse me?
I don't believe for even 1 second that you've used this for a very long time.
Maybe you just don't know my definition of a very long time, Mr. Edgeworth.
I love that we have to prove this by just like, here is the most obvious part of the image.
This kind of feels like dumbed down Ace Attorney sometimes.
It really does. It feels like it's made for a different age group.
Yeah, you just have to present the stupidest things.
It's weird. You're playing a much more mature and intelligent character who's got really dumb puzzles to solve. And Vampiro,
But
thank
I'm
you for
very smart. I think very hard. I use my brain.
I do the logic. I play the chess.
Vampiro,
I do the
thanks
la
for the
la
5
la
bits.
la la
Portent.
la 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 logic.
And
Tell me, Miss Tenero, is it also your habit to keep the price tag pristine on your suitcase?
Fucking maybe. Huh?
What is the meaning of this? Why would you lie about a suitcase? Despite having faith in her design sense, the sales numbers made her cry bitter tears.
Kudos, Sorugi. Thank you for the 10 bits. Poor Miss Tenero. She's not having a good time. She's not.
No.
And Papa Boris, thank you for the 11 bits. I'm going to kill Tenero's hair. I'm just going to kill it. I hate it. I hate it so bloody much. Two wildly
Man, there's
different
been
feelings.
so much way worse hair in this series.
Yeah. Just the boxes are what do you in, huh?
And the Azul Magia, thank you for the bit. I feel like Gumshoe got dumbed down really hard in this game too, or at the very least, there are a lot more jokes at his expense. That's been pretty consistent throughout the sequels, I feel, has been jokes at his
I think
expense.
now you just see it more just because we're playing as the prosecutors.
Right.
The truth is becoming increasingly clear to me. Miss Tenero, I think I understand. I know what you are trying to hide. Now then, the suitcase was originally in...
The in-flight shop.
I think so.
Yeah. Seeing as how the price tag is still on this suitcase, one can only assume it was out on the floor for sale in the shop. And the person who bought this suitcase was you!
Yeah, I'm sure it was her.
It was you! Wasn't it, Ms. Tenero? I hate to say this, but this suitcase that you designed, fucking gross, fucking gross.
Oh.
It hasn't sold very well, has it? He's just like rubbing it in. You saw how poorly this design. What? You saw how poorly this design that you poured your heart into was selling.
It's-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a difficult sentence,
That's
but
some grammar.
it does make sense, but it's not a fun
Tricky.
sentence.
Yeah. Edgeworth, speak like a normal person. And we're deeply hurt. That's why you wanted to make it look like it was selling by buying it yourself.
If I buy one, it will be a popular item.
Well, I
She
think
has like a
buys one every
garage
flight.
full of them.
Yeah. Isn't that right? Then, the reason you went to the shop and came back here was...
I'm sorry. All I really have is my job.
Oh.
I was overjoyed when my design was chosen. I thought that maybe I had finally accomplished something.
Now I feel bad for
Wow.
making fun of her. The Azalmagia, thank you for the bit. Your suitcase is bad and you should feel bad. Edgeworth.
But the suitcases didn't sell.
It's because of the design, isn't it?
Yeah.
All because it's, as you put it, hideous.
Sartorius Quiz, thank you for the 5 bits. Cheers.
I can't say they chose a great place in which to sell them either.
We weren't selling a single one, and they were just sitting in there collecting dust. Well, but because everybody on the airplane already has a suitcase.
luggage.
Yeah.
Like,
I felt so-
airport might make sense.
Yeah. But not the fucking plane itself.
No.
I felt so bad seeing them out there, day in and day out. So I decided to buy one for every flight I worked.
Yeah. You buy one every single time you work a flight?
I make negative money on these flights.
I see. Yeah, because it's a fucking flight gift shop, so the prices are gonna be like 300% higher.
Yeah.
6,000% higher, 1% for every foot. I see. So in order to keep your resolution, you went and bought one today as well.
Volcanic Ash, so thank you for the 10 bits. This just in, 2 1%ers make fun of a 99%er for trying. Oh. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. He put it in a better way than Phoenix would. Phoenix would say, this design is shit.
Yeah, and Phoenix would have said it from like minute 1 of seeing the fucking suitcase.
Before he even knew that she was the designer, he would have been like, hey, come over here and look at how ugly this suitcase
Have you seen
is.
the shitty suitcase?
It fills my nose with shit.
Just looking at it makes my eyes burn. And it doesn't even taste good. Yes, and here's my receipt for that purchase.
This receipt is clearly time-stamped 5:40 a.m.
That's not good.
The truth is, there's still a bunch of them left unsold. They're planning to scrap the remaining ones at the end of this flight.
Wow. Miss Tenero, where are these other suitcases?
They should all be down in the cargo hold.
And the suitcase the killer used could very well have come from the cargo hold.
They charge people like $50 just to have checked baggage nowadays, but they have enough room for a bunch of shitty selling suitcases.
Papa Boris,
Hey,
thank you.
this is obviously better than a Spirit Airlines flight, at least.
The Spirit Airline, the person trying to murder someone, be charged $100 for trying to murder someone.
Yeah.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. Being passionate about a job is no excuse for ugly designs, miss. If a chef makes shit food, I'm not going to call it haute cuisine because it's all he has. Tell
I mean,
that...
but her job isn't being a designer.
Yeah, her job included a competition to do a
Yeah.
design.
If the chef makes shit food, that's a different thing because he's a chef.
If a customer was presented with a prize for cooking the best possible meal they could, and they were proud of it, I wouldn't shame them for that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't need it.
I wouldn't eat it either.
Mr. Edgeworth, you don't think the killer used one of my suitcases to...
And then I would call it shit on the way home. Away from the flight attendant that made the food. Yes, I do. The killer used one of your beloved suitcases to move the victim's body.
Ah, how could they? Those suitcases were meant to be faithful partners to our passengers on their trips,
That's why you bought them all.
so that none of the passengers could have one. That's all I ever wished for them to be.
Duskbringer 13, thank you for the 10 bits. Shelly the Killer, suitcase that can fit an entire body. I take your entire stock. And Derek Anthony,
It'd be
thank
a
you
little
for
noticeable, though.
a little bit. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Was this suitcase design competition for children, perhaps? It's a contest for children. Yeah, and Homer kicked all their asses.
Ms. Tadiro, is there any other way to get to the cargo hold other than the elevator?
The only other way is just through that door there.
And what about security?
That door has no special lock installed because just to enter this room,
You have to be
You
willing
have
to
to be
smell
able
women.
yeah. You need a special key card that only crew members have access to.
Ah, the key card.
And you have to be able to tolerate the smell of perfume.
Which means that the culprit is someone who can enter this room, eliminating the passengers and leaving only crew members as potential suspects.
Demon, thanks for the 5 bits. I'm curious to see what the rejected designs were. I bet one of them was Gumshoe's Blue Badger suitcase design. Although we pointed out he didn't design the Badger. Right?
No, he didn't
I
design the
think
badger.
that-
He just built the one
Right.
that does the dance. I can't believe it.
It was the chief, the criminal affairs office chief, right, that designed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Franziska. Going on these wild goose chases. You're a disgrace to the Von Karma name.
Papa Boris, thank you for the bit. There you go. There's your USP. Can fit a dead body and it's so fucking ugly nobody would acknowledge its existence. Get away with murder and look fabulous doing it. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Huh?
Universal sales
Oh,
point? Is
I
that what
see.
USP means?
Okay.
I don't know.
Makes sense. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I wonder when they're going to come out with the Blue Badger Airlines.
When Gumshoe can build a plane, I guess.
And what do you mean by that? The suitcase came from the cargo hold. The fact alone tells the whole story. Yes, which is why I said that the culprit must be a crew member who used the key card. Miles Edgeron! You're proposing that the killer rode the elevator from the cargo hold, correct?
There's like 3 rolls.
Yes.
Yes, that's the only realistic possibility. That other attendant, Ms. Meal. I asked her earlier and she had this to say. Franziska got information out of Ms. Meal. In order to make the elevator go down to the cargo hold, a different key card is required.
Jim Prower, thank you for resubscribing with Prime for 7 months. Oh, it's resub day. Hey, thank you so much, Jim.
Great ass.
You've got a great butt.
Ass. A different one. Ass. Yes, and the only person who holds that particular card is you, Rhoda, Ms. Rhoda Tenero, and only you.
Ah!
What? Is this true, Ms. Tenero?
I thought you just said the door doesn't have a special lock.
Yes.
That's... Or is it
the-
a different door?
It's the elevator that has the
Oh,
special
okay.
key card.
I keep that key card in my locker at all times.
Could you please show us that card? Oh, could you please show us that card right now?
Yes, hold on.
Could you please?
Ah! I don't believe it.
Nanda! Doshte!
The
Dostano!
key card. It's gone.
Bakana!
Rari Yukarika, thank you for the 5 bits. Marin, the one-person show, they got it all. They do indeed. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. What airlines would put an elevator in that gives the public access to the cargo hold? Not this one, I don't think.
Well,
They
it
have to have
doesn't.
it doesn't give passengers access. The same elevator will go down to the cargo hold, but you have to like
Use a key
swipe a
card.
key
Key
card
card.
to get into it. Kind of like at a hotel when you have to swipe your key card to get to the fancy floors.
And Ninja Warlords, thank you for the 10 bits. Marin sounds like they're going to get ready to start cunnilingus when they're doing the music. Marin's
I'm
always
braver
ready.
than Adam Driver. I was told that Annette would motherfucking have cunnilingus and it singing in cunnilingus, but it had singing between cunnilingus, and I am very upset.
Oh, you wanted them both at the same time?
I wanted Adam Driver to be like, "We love each other so much."
Just like sounds like he's underwater.
Yeah, or sing a harmony while you're just going horror.
I think you're gonna have to make that movie, Marin.
You have to make the
Yeah,
sequel.
I am. God, but nobody's gonna write about that in fucking like Entertainment Weekly. They're not gonna be like, "Oh, Marin Miller defies conventional film
Why are you
bullshit."
limiting yourself already?
I'm just saying, like, I want
Marin.
my special fancy article about cunnilingus singing.
Yeah, but you're already saying it's not gonna happen, and you don't know that.
All right. Well, I guess I'll get writing then.
All right.
Very clever.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Whose bunk is the one with all the presumably alcohol cans on it? I assume it's, yeah. Cammy.
Pretending that your card was stolen when in fact you're just trying to hide it from us. You've really thought this through.
Wait, it's not like that.
You can tell us all about what it's like down at the station. Officer, arrest this woman.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Hitchworth.
Jeez. Mr. Gordon Freeman.
Dot, 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 dot. What's wrong? There's disbelief written all over your face. Friends, this...
Oh, shit.
However... Oh, you're muted. We're
I am?
muted.
Yeah, I don't hear
The game's muted.
the game audio anymore.
Can you guys in the stream hear it? Yeah, you guys can hear it. Okay, one sec. Let me, That's my bad. I leaned over a little too far. Sorry. Oh no, now it's doing that thing again. No, it's doing that thing again.
Martin,
where
you
can't
there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You blinked out of the Discord
It's
again.
doing that thing again, yeah. Wait, there we go. Okay.
There it goes. Yeah, there we go.
I don't hear any music.
Yeah, you won't. Can you hear
We might-
that?
Oh, there we go.
No, I
Yeah.
don't hear. I don't hear anything.
You don't hear anything?
No, I didn't hear sound effects or anything. Okay, now I hear it. It was just very
Okay.
faint, I guess.
Strange.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You guys, and everyone in the chat, you guys can hear those button clicks, right? I'm just making sure, because I can see it on my audio waves, so. You
I
can't
think
hear
we're
it?
okay now.
Okay.
Hold it!
Stella Coyote. Hang on one sec, sorry. Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Singing during Cunnilingus. I think that would sound worse than Russell Crowe and Les Mis, and we don't want that.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
And Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. Unexpected!
All right.
Yep.
Hold it! Don't even think about wasting any more of my time.
She's talking to us.
Gah. You know the rules as well as I do.
Sounds like she's
You
gonna
know the rules, and so do I.
Yeah, she's gonna rickroll
You
us.
know the rules, and so do I. Evidence speaks louder than words. Even if this isn't a courtroom, that basic tenet still applies. I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. Gotta make you understand. I intend to investigate the cargo hold right now. So if you want to go, let's fucking go. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
A pleasure to make your ass
What will
quake.
you do, Miles Edgeworth?
Seal Dark Rose, thank you for subscribing there. And Papa Boris, thank you for the 3 bits. This suitcase doesn't deserve to hold my clothes, but it might make a good coaster for my drink. I would yell, but I... Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Ace Attorney, the musical.
I intend
Strangely
to
enough,
do
they've already got those.
3.
Yeah.
I intend to do likewise. Also, they have ones that are mixed gender. Oh.
Oh.
And they have ones that are only women.
Actually, I think the Takara Asuka ones are the only ones that are actual musicals. The other ones are just
Really?
stage shows
They're
without
just plays?
yeah.
Oh, I see. Well, anyway, we should have the all-female musical come over here, and I want to play Gumshoe.
Are we calling it there then?
There is one other section. I
Yeah,
don't know
I
how long
believe
it is,
it,
so
yeah.
I'll leave it up to you guys.
It might be another good 2 hours, Marin. I don't know if you want to commit to that.
I mean,
Actually, maybe it's 2 sections,
Oh.
really.
but I don't know how long they are.
Well, it's up to you, Marin. How do you feel?
I mean, I think I'm not exhausted. I could keep going. But if you want to
Maybe
stop,
we
I'm
could
cool too.
try to get like partway into this next
Sure.
section, and then the next
Sure.
time we can try to finish
Let's
the
go
whole
for
thing.
another hour.
Sure, we can do that. The Azalmagia, thank you for the bit. I can check. Well, regardless, we're going to keep going. Look at Gumshoe looking all sad.
I just want to give him
March.
a hug. I want to give him a hug.
March 12th, 2:52 p.m. Flight I-390.
It's 2:53 right now.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
It's real life taking place.
Damn.
Cargo hold.
Wow, so this is the cargo hold, huh?
Gordon Freeman's so angry up there.
He can't get in the room and he's mad about it.
Gordon.
It's so big!
That's what she said. All those fucking suitcases. This plane is a special model.
The Azalmagia, thank you for the bit.
Oh, go ahead.
There are, in fact, 2 ending sequences. This case is way too long. All right.
I was going to say, it's a special model because it has a lot of breakable glass on it.
It has both a super large cargo hold and ultra luxurious first class seating. My ass can attest to that. So this is the real scene of the murder.
Well, she's saying, so is this the real scene?
So is this the real scene of the murder? There is certainly a high probability of that, which is why we are here, correct?
Okay, let's get investigating, sir.
Dun dun. Lower deck cargo hold. Okay.
Ooh, I just love pushing buttons on the elevators and crosswalk signals.
For no reason.
Here, you should give it a try, sir. Go on, push it.
Push it real good.
Push it real good.
The elevator is currently stopped on the first floor, detective. It can't move.
Oh, yeah. I guess nothing would happen if you pushed it now.
Push it down. Well, nothing would happen normally anyway without the special key card. Both the door to the attendance room and the elevator's control panels require a key card, which makes it impossible for a passenger to come down here. All sorts of boxes are piled up here. This one says, flammable.
That's
this
my
one-
line, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, shit.
This one says flammable, and this one, it says pharmaceuticals.
I'm really sad you didn't use the same accent. This one says, for exorcism use only.
Okay, going to Kurain, I imagine.
What kind of operation is this airline running?
My favorite thing is that Marin would repeatedly be like, I can't be expected to be in control of my levels, when I would be like, Marin, you're very loud, or Marin, you're very quiet. And now it's whenever Marin wants to, it's whispering in your ear.
I can't be expected to control myself 100% of the time, was the argument. And I maintain the argument. Have you noticed anything strange happening around here?
I notice you're stroking my back for some reason.
Hi. 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 How are you? Do you come here a lot?
He's like, No, I don't.
No, sir, I haven't noticed a thing.
I'm not sure he meant to sound so oblivious.
Jesus Christ.
ASMR.
Dog on boat, thank you for following.
Holy suitcases, Mr. Edgeworth. It's like an all-you-can-use suitcase fair.
These must be all the leftover ones they couldn't sell, like fucking losers. The ones the company is planning to dispose of after this flight is over.
They're gonna bury these out in the desert, like all those copies of E.T.
Oh, why not purchase one then? I'm sure it will bring you much happiness.
You think so? Then maybe I will. Let's see here. $1,200?
Wow.
She really does make negative money every time she
That's
insane.
insane.
Fucking has a flight and buys one. I think I'll pass.
She's the 1%.
Yeah.
We are not the 1%. She's the 1%. She's just working because she's bored. And Ms. Tenero wonders why they don't sell. You need 2 jobs just to buy one. Just to buy one.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like one is missing. Thinking very hard about it. What's this brittle substance I'm stepping on? It's my ego. It's a bunch of glass fragments?
Glass shards. What are these glass shards from? The Azulmagi.
Nani?
Thank you for the bit. It's like she went out of her way to make the most unsellable product ever created. What'd you say, Marin?
Nani?
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that it was from something.
No.
That you were
It's
just...
perfectly sellable. It's just only to herself.
Right.
Yeah. Market of 1. You arrived at the scene of the crime before Detective Gumshoe, correct? And you then immediately began to direct the investigation. It seems to me you were already here at this airport for something besides this murder. ... Yes, I was. Why at this airport? I've been following a very large and involved governmental level crime of the international scale. This is a big thing. But it's much too large for one person to take on alone. So it was decided that I should form a joint investigation with Interpol. Oh, is she gonna pick up Lang?
I don't think he's relevant yet.
Fuck. I just want my eye candy. Interpol is involved. It's a top secret operation, so I really can't tell you any more than I already have.
Okay.
You piece of shit, you don't deserve to know what's in
what is
my
this thing?
deck. A suitcase.
Hey, what's with the suitcase, pal?
It's what the victim checked in, sir.
So this suitcase belonged to Mr. Hicks. I don't think he'd mind if we took a closer look, because he's dead.
He is dead, after all.
Yeah.
Do what
There's
you
nothing
want.
out of the
I'm super
ordinary in
dad.
here, sir.
Except for all the bad dragon pieces, but you know. Wait,
So
file?
nothing out of the ordinary.
I'd pack this many. Hell, I've got the bad dragon suitcase. Thank God international flights let you check 2 bags, am I right?
Did you say this?
I certainly did.
And there's a photo of Miss Von Karma in it, sir.
It looks like there's a profile on Franziska.
Ryu Kritika, thank you for the 5 bits. You're looking tired there, LK. You okay? I'm okay.
Why would Mr. Hicks have had a file on her?
We can probably logic those together.
Just,
Press
real
my
intensely.
left ear
Oh,
button.
I forgot about the broken glasses. We can probably logic those
Oh.
together, too.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. It's all
Glass
coming
comes from
together.
glasses. I figured it out.
Oh, thank you, real Lord. It's coming to me. I think we can safely conclude
Jesus,
that these
Ken,
fragments
please don't.
Are from a pair of glasses.
And the victim was wearing a pair of broken glasses.
exactly what I was thinking. I'm sure that the shards would match up perfectly with the remnants of his glasses' lenses.
I don't know if I like your breath on my ears, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ergo, the victim was here just as I suspected.
I mean, it's fine. Let's just save it for later.
Gumshoe goes into HR and is like, is it weird if your boss, like, breathes on the back of your neck while he puts together logic puzzles he makes up in his brain?
HR is like, that's one of the less weird things that happens.
You're not
So
the
you're
one that gets
saying-
whipped too, are you?
Yeah, right. That the real scene of the crime was here, sir?
Isn't that what I've been saying for a while now?
You said it once, like 2 minutes ago.
A while.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Perhaps it's a bit early to draw that conclusion. However, I believe that the probability has just skyrocketed considerably.
Skyrocket, get it? Because they're on a plane.
All that's left is to find the murder weapon.
I just want to say something. Stellar Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Gumshoe, I think that's more of Phoenix's thing than mine. I don't know what we're talking about. Whipping?
Being blown on, maybe.
Right. I have to make him do the thing.
You have to make him think.
I'm doing it, I'm thinking. Ah! Now, why would Mr. Hicks have documents profiling Franziska?
Oh, I know. I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma, sir.
I bet he's a big fan of Miss Von Karma. Franziska said that she had come to this airport as part of an Interpol investigation.
Oh, maybe Mr. Hicks had heard she was coming here and he followed her.
Detective, I think it's more likely that Mr. Hicks was in actuality Interpol agent Hicks. I think Franziska has some explaining to do.
Babaloo.
Bed sheets.
Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be very taxing on the cargo crew.
I love the font
sure
on
brings-
that.
What's that?
I just love the font. It's like italicized Times New Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bed sheets.
Bed sheets. This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir.
Oh, Gumshoe.
By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of the story. But no matter how he pours on the puppy eyes, I have no intention of doing so.
Rude.
Oh, puppy eyes. You can look at me, Gumshoe. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo
I think
must
this is
be
the
very
same,
taxing
yeah.
on the cargo
Yeah.
crew. Yeah, it's the same.
Okay, what do we do now then?
Talk to Franziska.
Yeah, I think we gotta talk to Franziska.
Gordon,
She got some explaining to do.
She got some explaining to
what's
do.
the deal with these Hicks?
You came to this airport to rendezvous with the victim, didn't you? Nonsense! What are you talking about? We found a profile detailing information about you and the victim's luggage. I suppose it was prepared for him so that he could recognize you when he landed. Which makes him not Mr. Hicks, but rather Interpol Agent Hicks. Isn't that correct? I should have known you'd figure it out, Miles. But it looks like they've got to him first. They got to him first. So you really did come here to receive an Interpol agent then? Yes. Agent Hicks was on the trail of a very large international smuggling ring.
Smuggling. Huh?
Wow.
Oh, so
Smuggling
Here.
bed sheets.
That's for snuggling, not smuggling.
Oh no, the snuggling ring.
Smuggling. Agent
How do I
Hicks
get involved in that?
was on the trail of an international
Right.
snuggling ring.
There's French people in there, there's Germans. So many people.
He went undercover to investigate this crime,
Das ist gut Snuggle, ja.
and it was I who put him on this case. I was supposed to receive a call from him on his cell phone once he had landed. I never expected to receive a call about his murder instead.
I think we now have a pretty definitive evidence that Agent Hicks came down here to the cargo hold.
Well, what was he doing down here, sir? Getting murdered, duh.
Yeah.
There's nothing but luggage. Oh, I get it. Maybe he forgot something in his suitcase and came down to get it.
Oh,
Ow!
His little face. Agent Hicks came here for a work-related reason, of that I am sure.
Yes, I'm sure he was here to investigate the smuggling operation he was observing. Franziska, do you know exactly how he intended to pursue his investigation?
No, unfortunately, I was going to find out from him after he had landed.
I see. But this raises another question. A normal passenger can't access the cargo hold on their own. So what the fuck?
Agent Hicks must have identified himself to a member of the crew and entered the cargo hold with that person who let him in.
Yes, and then he was murdered here. These glass fragments and his broken glasses are a testament to that. And then, so do I. The killer put Agent Hicks into one of the spare suitcases and that was not me, but it doesn't matter. They entered the elevator, but while they were riding it up, the plane hit that patch of turbulence. Because of the intense shaking, the suitcase popped open and Agent Hicks's body flew out.
$1,200 suitcase and it can't even hold the body properly.
Yeah, what
rip
the
off.
fuck? At the same time, his wallet fell out of his pocket, spilling its contents everywhere.
Rowdy Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. With all the evidence, it is just solidifying my thought that it is a combo of Cammy and LeBlanc. Yeah, it seems like if LeBlanc's probably smuggling things and Cammy's helping him do it. Because it'll probably ruin Rhoda or something.
She probably likes some money.
Yeah, the money too.
Which explains why there was money scattered all over the elevator floor.
I still like to think that he was making it rain in there. Ribbon Fly Miles was on the plane because he was coming home from a month-long trip to Europe, I think it was.
He's coming home from Borginia, I think, was
Borginia.
where it departed.
I think it's pretty easy to say who the culprit is at this stage.
What? Really, sir?
I know what you're thinking, Miles Edgeworth. But the killer can be none other than Ms. Rhoda Tenero.
Bitch, you wrong.
Definitive evidence.
The whole fucking case is just me talking to myself.
I know,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's alright, I'm just like, alright, here we go.
If it was a crew member, any one of them could have shown Agent Hicks to the cargo hold. But the point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here. The only person with such high-level access is Ms. Rhoda Tenero. I'd say that's as pretty a I'd say that's a pretty decisive piece of information, wouldn't you? Sorry, just had to vibe there.
I know what she's trying to say, but I'm not certain it's as simple as that.
Buckatato says, hold on a second, does this make Phoenix Wright a member of the Miles High Club?
Only if he gets him high. And
Gotta
then
get
he looks
Phoenix
at him and
high.
goes, Miles high.
It is Japanifornia, though.
Huh?
It is
That is true.
Japanifornia, though. Pretty easy.
Yeah. Weed on every corner.
I don't know if you'd said that line, sorry.
Oh.
Definitive evidence.
I think we're pressing.
Okay.
Shove. Her. That might be true, but then it could be anyone, including Ms. Meal or even the captain.
Don't be a fool. A plane without a pilot in the cockpit is like a horse without a rider, crop in hand. Much like Scruffy over there. I want to ride
I'm
him.
the airplane janitor.
You need to be ridden.
Hey!
No, it's more like a whinny is what I wanted from you, but whatever.
He's on it. He's like, yeah, somebody needs to ride this pony.
Oh my god.
I can't
Gordon.
disagree with her on that. Detective Gumshoe always does need a guiding hand.
Ryu Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. Speaking of blazing it. And XX Kratos Wrath 654XX, thank you for the follow. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. No spoilers here, just guessing, but what I think happened was Cammy let LeBlanc down into the cargo hold and LeBlanc killed the man and stuffed him in the suitcase. It's either
I would
that
agree with
or I
that.
think... Huh?
I would agree with that.
Yeah, you think
I
LeBlanc did
logicked
the
it.
killing?
I think
Makes
that's
sense.
pretty plausible.
My question is, if Cammy is on a plane, does that make her an in-flight meal?
Then
Hey,
I hate you.
of course.
Very well, then what about the other flight attendant, Ms. Meal? I thought you might ask about her. But the point to keep in mind is the key card that allows the elevator to come down here.
But it's highly likely that the key card was stolen from Ms. Tenero.
Gordon.
It's highly likely. That possibility, the best you can come up with. And you call yourself a disciple of my father.
Ah, yes, well.
call myself more kidnapped by your father,
Yes.
but you know.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any evidence.
Be quiet. You're a disgrace. There's more evidence pointing to Ms. Rhoda Tenero, you know. It's not just the key card that gives her away.
Are you talking about the murder weapon? The Mr. Ifly Biggie Piggy Bank?
Biggie Piggy.
Piggy Bank?
Yes! She's also the only person with a key to open that display case. Further, there's the matter of the key to the display case that had the murder bank.
But that is a fake.
Stop right there, Miles Edgeworth! You don't have any proof that this is just a red herring. If you must keep on insisting that it's a fake, then what is the real murder weapon and where did it go? Speechless, I see. That's not a surprise. After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and come up empty-handed.
Stella Coyote, thank you for the 10 bits. Miles, disciple, you do remember how screwed up our relationship is, right?
Please don't use any word that makes me think of our father as Jesus.
Oh, disciple.
There must
right.
be a way. There must be something that can help me rule out the piggy bank as the murder weapon.
I must prove this piggy bank did nothing.
I must kill him.
It must prove the innocence of this piggy bank.
What should be examined further to help us ascertain the authenticity of the weapon?
I think the body, because we don't really even
Yeah.
know anything yet.
Franziska, I think you were too quick to jump to your conclusions.
Oh, was I?
Yes, we don't even have the autopsy results yet, let alone the updated autopsy results. How can I not say that when you shit? How can I not say that you made a snap judgment when you have yet to even see if the wound on Agent Hicks's head is consistent with the murder weapon?
Everything in quotes he just says very mockingly.
Yeah.
The murder weapon.
He has some attitude problems that Phoenix does not see because he only sees him like 10 minutes at a time.
Scruffy!
Can you imagine, like, they finally move in together and Phoenix finds out what Miles is really like, and he's just like, I can't do this.
I've made a huge mistake.
Yes, sir.
Contact the medical examiner's office at once. I wish to hear the results of Agent Hicks's autopsy. Biopsy would mean that he is alive, so it's autopsy.
Eek. Yes, sir.
What a twist that would be, though, if he was alive.
Just kidding.
He's like, well, he was alive, but then we started the autopsy and he
no.
wasn't anymore. Well, we've
I
got a
ripped
big
open his
problem, Mr.
ribs.
Edgeworth, sir.
I'm pressing my button. What is it, detective?
They're still doing the autopsy, but they said they already know this one thing for sure.
Love is
He
real.
was dead. He was alive.
Report now.
The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back.
What? So it's a much bigger thing than...
Maybe they straight up just hit him with the suitcase?
Maybe.
From the victim's shoulder to mid-back, where he was beaten over such a wide area?
Well, I'd say maybe it was a sign the killer had a grudge against Agent Hicks. It wasn't just his head. The killer went all out and hit him multiple times, sir.
Okay.
Sounds painful.
Scruffy! What is had a grudge against Agent Hicks supposed to mean?
Well, that's,
Was the wound on the victim's head consistent with the murder weapon, detective?
Oh, well, they said they were still looking into that, sir.
You're completely useless.
Yow! That's a cute gumshoe sprite.
Where he's in pain.
Yeah.
Sir, I told
I
you
think
already,
you're the-
you can't go down there.
I guess mostly I'm just excited that it's a new one from what we had in the first 3 games.
You remove yourself from my way.
What is all that racket?
My luggage, my cargo, they're mine and I demand you return them to me.
We're still investigating the cargo hold. Please understand and have a little patience.
I suppose there is no choice.
He's gonna push him.
Finally, I think he gave... Hey, what are you? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You have left me no choice but to use strong force.
You won't get past me.
Wait, that's it? So that's what this whole thing has been about?
Did he use Zawarudo? What's going on?
Further, there is the matter of the key to the display case that held the murderous bank.
Mr. I Fly Piggy Bank, is there some way for me to prove that this isn't the real murder weapon? It's Inception.
After all, you know that we've searched the entire cargo hold and come up empty-handed.
He's coming up with all these ideas while the guy's falling.
Yeah, my mind works so fast.
Weapon couldn't be found.
It's going 2 thoughts a minute.
Weapon couldn't be found. Nobody could.
2 thoughts a minute.
Nobody could find anything that could be considered the real weapon in the hold. Azulmagia, thank you for the bit. Local man dies in slow motion while Edgeworth says Eureka. And Wildfire BB, thank you for the 20 bits. It was at this point he knew he'd fucked up. And Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. Did the cop knock the guy out? I think they tussled and the guy fell over. He's fallen a little bit more.
The doc said that it's one giant bruise from a beating from his shoulder down to his mid-back.
Oh, geez. Cause of death, extensive bruising from back of head down to mid-back as if severely beaten.
He fall down, go boo.
A boof. Alright, let's connect these thoughts.
So maybe cause of death and weapon couldn't be found.
You think?
Let's try cause of death and the piggy bank.
Gordon Freeman.
Allegedly, the killer struck the victim many times over. which is why there is extensive bruising over such a wide area.
That's what happens when you think more than 2 thoughts in a minute.
But is that really the correct conclusion to draw from the evidence? The bruise from his shoulder to the middle of his back is one continuous mark, which is more suggestive of a single blow to the back.
Do you think he's called Hicks because he does basically have one giant hickey?
No.
I hope so. I hope that's why.
If that's
Fortune.
the case, then the piggyback is too much
The
too small
piggyback.
to have caused
Aw.
that.
Wow.
Piggy got back.
Piggy
got back.
I assume the translator had been writing back and piggy bank too often to
Probably.
got gobbled. Gordon, come down here. I will talk to you. Gordon.
He is so mad.
No worries, Ciel. Dark Rose, you take care.
I will be right back. I'll
All right.
open the door for this poor
Okay.
abused
He is
animal.
yelling a lot.
I'm also going to be right back. real
Sure
quick.
thing. Taking a quick break, chat. Don't know how long we'll be staying live for. Probably another half an hour or so. Vampiro, thank you for the 5 bits. Oh! I assume Vampiro, you're doing these in place of a Eureka. I've been noticing a running trend with your bit messages. But yes, Edgeworth just thought.
Yelling at me.
Edgeworth just put a bunch of thoughts together in quick succession, and now I think we're going to solve a significant portion of at least what the murder weapon is. Is he yelling at you still? Welcome back. Soupy is AFK.
I gotcha.
Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. I wonder if the victim fell over the stair rail as is shown, and that's what gave him the bruises. It's not a bad call, actually. Maybe that's why that happened.
The thoughts per minute
Thoughts per minute?
went up
They did indeed.
when he fell off.
For those of you who are tuning into the stream, that's all of you, I guess, if you're hearing this. I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll be playing more Yakuza. I'm really close to the end of the game. I don't think I'll finish it tomorrow, but I'll probably come close. And then Friday... What's up?
I yawned.
All right. Friday, if I'm not playing more Yakuza, I know I'm going to be playing Phasmophobia with Team 4-Star. Actually, they haven't announced that, but I don't think it's a big deal if I say casually that my understanding is we're going to be playing Phasmophobia on Friday. Team 4-Star invited me to play with them, so I might stream that. We'll see. I might just play with them and you can watch their stream, but that's and hopefully if I've finished Yakuza, I'm going to play Gabriel Knight 2. If not this weekend, then the beginning of early next week. We'll see how it goes. Oh, and we should mention, Marin, that it's our 10-year anniversary next week. We're celebrating it next week.
Yeah, so we won't be streaming much next week because we're going to be elsewhere.
Yeah, we're going to be
married.
We're going to take a little trip. Not too far off. We're not going like long distance or anything, but we're going off to be by ourselves, be romantic by ourselves to celebrate 10 years of being a married couple.
Because that's a long ass time.
That is a while to be with the most wonderful partner I could have hoped for. But it's still a lot of time. And we gotta celebrate that. We gotta celebrate being together and what a wonderful journey it's been.
We're bad at celebrating.
We
our
are bad at
anniversary.
celebrating ourselves. Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 10 bits. Doesn't Team 4-Star suck at ghost hunting? Yes, that's why they need me. They need my services.
The ghost Chad.
And Ryu Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. I would definitely prefer to watch it from a professional's point of view rather than garbage tier hunter's point of view, lol. Well, we'll see how it's going. We'll see how it goes. They do need my expertise, Demon. It's true. I'm curious, though. They might have played it in their spare time, and they might have gotten better at it. I don't know how good Team 4-Star is going to be. I don't know who's going to be playing. I assume Lanny. But I don't know who else. Hashtag TFS sucks at ghost hunting, indeed. Ryu Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. Couple of weeks and me and my hubby will be celebrating our 15-year anniversary. Well, Ryu Karika, congrats on that. 15 years, that's a long time. Well done. Much love.
We haven't even known each other for 15 years.
Well, I can't wait until I can say that I've known you 50 years.
Wow.
You're so small and tiny, I can just pat your head.
Is that what you want to do to me?
You know I don't want to pat your head.
Gordon is just sitting next to the booth looking at me with these big eyes.
He's got those big eyes. Gordon Freeman's a dangerous cat because he will lure you in with those little innocent eyes, but he's a scamp.
He'll bite.
I'm back.
He's a nippy boy. Welcome back, Soupy.
Come here.
Thank you.
Ryu Korika, thank you for the 5 bits. We've been together as long as Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged has been running. That is crazy. Congratulations, though.
Omedeto.
Omedeto. All right, Edgeworth.
I said that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
piggyback.
we're making fun of the piggyback line.
A piggyback.
I want my piggyback, piggyback, piggyback.
Therefore,
I
the
want
murder
my
weapon must be
piggyback,
something
piggyback,
far
piggyback.
bigger.
A sizable
You mean like
weapon.
the floor?
Like my dick.
The unusually large area of bruising suggests that a very large weapon was used. Yes, I think Derek Anthony has sussed it. I think that he did fall to his death. All right, so
I think he was pushed.
sizable weapon and weapon couldn't be found?
I think so, yeah.
Yes. He fell as a result of being pushed, presumably.
We're looking for a rather large weapon. You'd think it would stick out. But so far, we haven't found anything that resembles a weapon of any sort. Perhaps, just perhaps, it's something we all overlooked from the very beginning. Because normally, it's too impossibly big to be taken into consideration.
My ass.
Booty, 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 booty. I got a booty.
Oh, what was
booty,
that all about?
Booty,
Was he trying to jump his way down here?
booty. Make it go. Hootie, hootie, booty. Francesca. What? What do you want? I found it, Francesca. I found a real murder weapon. It's
The
a booty.
floor.
Booty, booty. It's a booty, 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 booty. Make it go. Booty, booty. You did?
He really jumped.
We didn't realize it until now, but Demo, the answer has been right in front of us this whole time.
He might be hurt. We should go check up on him, sirs. They're just arguing with each other, and Gumshoe's just like, "There's a dead guy over here."
Guys, look. There's that pompous attitude of yours again. You should learn to drop that habit.
Wildfire Vivi, thank you for the 20 bits. Congrats to you and Marin. In 1 month, it will be me and Bakura 90's 3rd year married and 14th year together in all. We've known each other 25 years, and he's my much better half. I hope you and Marin have many more happy years together.
No.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yes,
Wildfire Vivi. Congrats to Wildfire Vivi and Bakura 90. Azul Magia, thank you for the bit. I like how LeBlanc just dies and Gumshoe is the only one that cares. Edgeworth is just like, I've been around that man far too much in the last several hours. We're better off this way. And Zinric 2, thank you for the follow. And Ryu Korika, thank you for the 5 bits. Hey LK, at some point, if I were to do the art for them, could I make some Phoenix Wright butt emotes? I feel like I really need an edgy one here. I mean, you feel free to do that in your own time, but I'm not going to request you do that. Just because I kind of want to save my own emote slots for things that I commission myself. Duskbringer 13, thank you for the 10 bits. Weapon was not in the cargo hold, it was the cargo hold. Talk about not seeing the forest from the trees.
This coming from a prosecutor with a habit of whipping everyone she comes across.
Anyway, if you really are a prosecutor, then you'll back yourself up with evidence.
Back it up.
Back it up, back it up, back it
You
up.
two aren't listening at all, are you?
Back it up.
Come on then, show me this real murder weapon you speak of.
I mean, I don't have the evidence, but...
Yeah, so I'm guessing we don't have the evidence to show it.
And Rock Rulin, thank you for the 10 bits. To be fair, I care about as much for LeBlanc's well-being as Edgeworth and Francisca.
I don't have any evidence to show you.
Foolish reasoning for a foolish fool from a foolishly foolish fool meant to fool me! What do you mean by I don't have any evidence to show?
Perhaps I should have phrased it. That which caused Agent Hicks's death is incorporeal.
The fuck
A
is
ghost.
Incorporeal.
Just say he fell. Jesus.
Forgive me, but I do believe I have figured out what was the real cause of death.
A ghost.
That's
The victim was playing VR while Facebook went down and died in the game, which caused him to die in real life. Then the victim fell from a great height and subsequently died as a result.
died
They're like,
twice.
how do we prosecute a video game?
Somebody get that fucking
Jack.
small rabbit
Oh.
outside of town.
Rari Yukarika, thank you for the 5 bits. I'm not very Twitch savvy, so I don't know how things work most of the time. Lol. Ah, that's alright. I have a limited number of emote slots that I can use, and so in order to add more emotes, I'd have to either remove some other ones, or I'd have to get a lot more subscribers to free up more emote slots. So I tend to select the emotes by myself.
In other words, the real cause of death is free falling to the ground.
He's free.
He
He fucks.
Fell to his death.
Yes, this is the only plausible possibility.
fucked to his death.
He fucked to his death.
Rari Yukarika, thank you for the 5 bits. Meant to put bits in my other message, so I'll just repeat it. I would wanna make them for you to use, but if you wouldn't want to use them, then I won't bother too much. Yeah, don't bother if it's just for me. If that's something you want to make for your own uses, then yeah, by all means, but not for me.
The victim has extensive bruising on the back of his head and back, and his back. The back of his head
back.
and his back.
And Rari Yukarika, thank you for the 5 bits. I don't know what dimensions the emotes have to be. Yeah, you might have to look that up.
And the only rational explanation for these injuries is that he fell to his death.
But the murder happened inside this plane.
I know.
Are you claiming that there is some place in this plane from which he could have fallen from?
As I said earlier, the answer has been right in front of us this entire time.
You can't mean.
Yes, I do. The victim fell from the top of the stairs of this very cargo hold.
What? Then we're in trouble. We may have a second death on our hands, sirs. They still haven't acknowledged
They
that
really
guy.
haven't noticed.
Hey, you. Tell me you aren't dead, pal.
And this guy don't give a shit.
No.
Yeah.
He's like, I did my job.
Quiet! Why are you screaming?
He's alive. Unfortunately. What should I do about this, Mr. Edgeworth?
Finish the job.
And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. It's not possible that Agent Hicks fell over the railing to his death.
Dan Desto, thanks for subscribing for 9 months there. A full pregnancy of little Karibo on Twitch.
It was that great butt.
Yep.
And Azul Magia, thank you for the bit. Edgeworth, damn, that ruins my argument.
That man is living proof of that.
I suppose it's true that it's not possible given the current circumstances.
The current circumstances. What is that supposed to mean?
The
What is that
COVID
supposed to mean?
pandemic.
What is that supposed to mean?
I suppose that large piece of cargo wasn't there at the time. What would have happened then?
He would have been a Borginian pancake for sure, sir.
I love Borginian pancakes.
I suppose that man over there wouldn't still be breathing.
Ninja Warlord, thank you for the 35 bits. How fucking large is this plane? It's pretty big. It's pretty huge. And
Yeah.
L Train, thank you for the 10 bits. Gumshoe, he's and your thumb hit the sand.
He
But the
sure is,
He is
But the reality is that the cargo box is there. So there is no point in entertaining your wild hypothetical scenarios.
It may be there now, but there is no proof that it was always there.
Ha! As if there could have been a window of time in which that giant box was not there.
Ah, but there was.
What?
What can I use to show her that it's possible the box was not always where it is now?
This photo?
Well, I mean, that's not in the cargo
No,
hold.
you're right.
That's not the cargo hold.
Doesn't... I think the opportunity would have been when they had the layover.
Oh, in the in-flight magazine?
Yeah, and that was in the magazine, right?
Oh, I guess not.
But what is the description of the magazine?
It's just details,
Oh,
meals,
okay.
movies, and it. Maybe there's a leaflet.
They
or
have something else that says it?
Refueling, here we go.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still the magazine, it's just a different
Right.
part of it, I guess.
You refueled in the Republic of Zhangfa.
Yes, this flight had a short layover in Shangfa in order to refuel.
Just the same
But that
sentence you
wasn't-
said, but slightly different.
Yes, I'm very smart.
Just like Solid Snake.
But that wasn't the only reason for the layover. We also transferred some cargo. What if the box in question was only transferred onto the plane at that time? To further prove my point, let's take a look at what's next to the box in question.
Bed sheets. Ah, it's labeled Zhengfa Express.
Oh, obviously.
Correct, meaning it was loaded onto the plane in Zhengfa.
Cargo from Zhengfa, data jotted down in my organizer.
Now, what if the box in question was also loaded on at the same time?
It would mean that the box was not here in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhangfa leg of the flight.
So it was from Europe?
Yeah,
so
I guess
confused.
so.
I guess.
I thought they said before it was flying from Virginia.
Maybe Virginia's in
Well,
Europe.
Virginia is kind of Europe-y. Making a clear drop from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death entirely possible.
Ah, but your theory is still very far-fetched.
Then allow look at these two characters. Just like their
Look at 'em.
body language, their fucking face. This is the most smug thing ever. I don't know how your
No
computer
screen
isn't
has never
melting.
captured more smugness in a single image.
They're so fucking flamboyant. Then allow me a chance to prove how very likely my scenario is.
My smugnario.
My first order of business will be to examine that piece of cargo in more detail.
It is
Time
my
to look
duty
real
to
hard.
inspect your booty.
Inspect that booty that make me go hooty hooty.
All right.
All sorts of boxes are piled up here.
Oh, we've done this.
Oh yeah, I think we got this one.
I'm looking at the wrong
This one
cargo.
says
aren't
for
I?
exorcism use.
For exorcism use only.
I think we know where to start with the exorcism.
Yes.
We already got that one. This is one we
Okay.
already read too. We
What
read
am I
this
looking
one.
for here?
I think we're gonna be looking at that big, like, olive green one in the background.
Yeah.
How do I get there?
Maybe next to, like, the corner of it.
Yeah, next to the
The one that
suitcase.
the dude fell on top of.
Okay.
Not the one all the way on the left.
Duskbringer, thank you to 10 bits. Screen has not caught such amount of smugness before. What about whenever Kaiba has been on screen? Got a point there. And Azulmagi, thank you for the bit. I know this game is called Ace Investigations, but sometimes I wish there was less investigating. I wish there was
Yeah.
less recounting everything and repeating
Yeah.
statements in conversation. I wish people had actual conversations. Like, I love it when we're looking around and we're talking about what we're seeing, and Edgeworth and Gumshoe have little exchanges. But whenever it's like, but you think that's the killer, and it's like, well, I think it isn't the killer. But you think that they killed them with that, and they didn't actually do that, so it's wasting your time for 30 minutes, you know?
Yeah, there's too much back and forth on, like, you know,
Small
what evidence
details.
is valid, things like that, who they think it is.
This is a rather large piece of cargo.
There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. Aleph Red Statue? Never heard of it.
Nor I, but all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime.
Wait, is that the statue that's in the
Picture.
picture? Does it say?
No.
It doesn't say, but it's
Oh, maybe we'll find that out
presumably
later. Yeah. Then let's get investigating, sir.
Here I go. We
God damn it.
look here. Do not go about touching my possessions without my permission.
Ah! Don't rush up on me like that, pal.
So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc, does it? I should see what else I can find out from him. When I tickle him.
Coochie.
No.
I did it.
I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc.
Of course this is mine. I shipped this fine piece of art from your realm, but
This fine piece of ass.
this olive red statue is worth 10 million cents. No, maybe much, much more.
Oh, 10 million cents. Ooh. Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold.
Sorry, 1 sec. 10 million cents.
I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, Detective.
Darn. How did you do that?
See, there's a real Kevin season 8 moment right there.
I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year.
Oh, he's in love. He loves with us. He loves us so much. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place.
See,
You're an enigma.
he's the main character, and they didn't make him cool at all because he says shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm very poetic, you son of a bitch.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. So that 10 million cents, is that in euros or in dollars?
The Void Adept, thanks for the bit. So, $100,000? Geez, just say that then, you arrogant merchant.
That's a lot of packages of noodles.
Does it really make a difference to our case?
That's a good amount of noodles.
That's like
Enough to last
10...
you for the rest of your life, which won't be long if you're only eating instant noodles.
If you multiply 100,000 by 10, then it would be a million. So that's how many packages you would be able to get because they're 10
Wait.
cents each.
Oh yeah, okay. They're 10 cents
Yeah.
each noodle package?
Yeah.
I mean, they used to be. I don't know if they are now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If you get them
Back in
on
the day.
sale,
I think if you get, like, the really, really cheap ones instead of, like, the Maruchan brand.
yeah,
Yeah.
like if you get the ones that are in the plastic, like I get
Yeah.
you, Mark.
Yes. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 100 bits. I wonder if some of the other cargo consists of Blue Eyes White Dragon statues. There are statues on this plane.
Mr. LeBlanc, there is a chance that your cargo is related to this case, to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer.
You want to wrap up soon, Marin?
Sure. Although, do we have much more to go,
I don't know.
Soupy?
I think this is still kind of the beginning of this section, so I really
yeah,
don't
we
know.
can start wrapping up then.
Maybe in like 5-10 minutes we can call it.
Yeah.
It is a very valuable piece of art, so no, there will be no touching.
Valuable piece of art. Mr. LeBlanc claims to have brought a piece of art from Europe, but
Valuable peach of art.
I do like peach. All right. Should I present stuff to him?
Probably?
Yeah, he's probably got some
Or
stuff.
maybe we should logic some things together.
Why do you show me something of no value? Show me the bread first, and maybe we will talk, as the Tom Cruise once said.
Wait, he wants me to come pay him before he'll comment on this?
What were you saying? Logic things?
Yeah, do we have something we can logic together?
Smuggling. Valuable piece of art. Ah. Good call.
I mean, I was gonna say, don't say that till we figure out that I was right.
Yes.
If
May
Mr.
have been a bad call.
If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zhangfa. I think I need to question him a bit further.
All right.
What?
I like that the logic button was grayed out, which kind of implies no thoughts, head empty.
No logic.
Only lawyers. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake.
What? How dare you say my art is a fake?
I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring.
Don't say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have the certification of my cargo right here.
Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zinc LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once.
There.
I can't read this. What does it say?
It's all in wingdings.
It says
It's
as plain as
wingy
day,
dingy
the
dingy.
cargo was put onto the plane in Europe.
Oh, then there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. I'll take this villain at his word. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in this certificate.
No, that's...
Which means there was never a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there.
Aleph read certificate data jotted down in my organizer.
I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself.
And then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself and see I am right. Ta-da!
Yes, I know I've seen this somewhere before.
This is the Aleph Red? It gives us such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it.
What is it with this
Fills
series
my
of people
nose with shit.
smelling art?
This statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled at a museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it.
Aleph Red statue. Data jotted down.
I believe a closer look is warranted here.
It looks really shy of its boobs.
A little
Yeah.
bit.
Don't look at my
Same.
boobs.
So this is the infamous Aleph Red statue. Hmm?
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something?
There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it with more detail.
Its eyes are different.
Red.
Yeah, I think it had red eyes before, right? Yeah.
Great eyes.
Yeah.
We can just deduce it.
Yeah, I guess.
Are these eyes made with some sort of gem?
That's a real nice shade of orange. For a sec, I couldn't even tell they were jewels.
The Azulmagi, thank you for the bit. There's a good stopping point upcoming. All right.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, but they kind of remind me of the eyes of the stray cat that lives near my house. And by house, I mean my apartment at Compton Castle.
Are the eyes supposed to be this color? Is it possible this statue is a fake? Deduce.
Let's do it.
Is this spot house somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold?
The picture.
You know,
Oh, he
eyes
hasn't
up.
said the nook and crannies thing today,
No, he didn't
has he?
say it.
Wow. Fucked up.
Duskbringer, thank you for
Miles,
10
we
bits.
thought we knew you.
This is like if Kaiba ordered statue of blue eyes and got Ojama yellow. He'd be way more pissed.
Eureka! These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think?
Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir.
I don't think you see what I'm talking about.
No, I do. But it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in that field, spinning with my arms out until I felt ill.
Sir, I don't care about sunsets. Focus, detective. What color are the eyes in this photo?
Are you going to say, sir, this is a Wendy's?
Gumshoe, this is a Wendy's.
It's...
Huh? Ah, sir, they're red. Just like sunsets when I was a child.
Just
Sir.
like Edgeworth's eyes are going to be after this hit.
As I thought, this is weed. This
I had to
statue is
smoke it
fake.
first.
I just needed to make sure.
As I thought.
Mr. LeBlanc.
What do you want? Do you not know I'm a busy man?
Do you not know?
I allow you 2 seconds for your answer. That's
The
2
Alfred.
seconds.
I suppose this is your pride and joy, is it not?
It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago.
Better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is going to be a long story.
Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but
What is that? Sympathy for what?
for the devil. You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes.
I'd like you to compare my ass. That large fellow there has very bright and pretty eyes compared to you.
I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo.
Why the sudden yelling? Now then. Oh. It is a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe. What?
Now do you see, Mr. LeBlanc? The statue before us is a fake.
Get the fake!
I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake.
Azalmagia, thank you for the bit. Is he flirting with Gumshoe or negging Edgeworth?
Both?
There must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zhangfa. And I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction.
Oh, the one on the left was from Zhengfa, right? So I think it's that it's sitting on top of the cloth
yeah.
from the other one.
So down at the bottom. So see how he's on top of the cloth?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Void Adept, thank you for the bit. As I thought, it is the world's biggest ecstasy tablet, and it's a suppository, too.
Wow. Nani kore?
The statue looked like it's stepping all over its neighbor's cloth cover. It kind of resembled its owner's attitude in a sense. Ho ho!
Oh ho!
Yo, what did you say now? Further, my clothing's hem is not being stepped on by anyone. It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen.
Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate.
Why should I forgive if the dress passes? Unless it is an expensive dress, you keep it. Fucking guy.
Deduce?
Yeah, I think we deduced it.
I fucked it up. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. LeBlanc, this is what happens when you buy statues from eBay. And L Train, thank you for the 5 bits. In Virginia, Aleph Red means Big Brother of the Thinker, though this one would prevent murder. Prevent murder. Alright, contradiction is...
Go to the next page?
Schedule.
Is there a next page after that?
Oh, right.
Or
Nope.
the receipt. The suitcase.
The receipt, you think?
No, next to the statue.
Oh, the certificate?
Yeah.
Okay.
No?
Oh. I'm not entirely confident that there is a contradiction here. What do
Maybe
you
we
think,
should
detective?
check the description of the statue itself.
Sure. Alright, Judge. Hey, Judge.
Thirsty.
Okay. Check the description, you said.
Yeah.
Fake piece being shipped by Mr. LeBlanc, not worth a cent, let alone 10 million. And we can check it out here. I don't know why we would.
We can just rotate it,
Oh, okay.
even though it's fucking huge.
With my mind.
I'm rotating it in my mind palace.
The jewels in the eye sockets, they were made to look just like real gems.
So you mean these aren't real?
Do you really think the forgers would waste that kind of money on a replica?
You got a great butt.
I guess not. Oh, I just got a really great idea. I can probably find some rocks down by the river that I can polish up to look like real jewels.
Great idea.
I think I'll try that out and give one to Maggie as a present next time.
Oh, he's a crow. I wonder if he's serious. I wonder if I should try and stop him if he is.
Scato9411 or Skato, thank you for resubscribing for 3 months there. All love always, Martin. Thank you for the rides these 12 or so years. Well, thank you for riding. And thank you for
Great
subscribing
ass.
there. Do appreciate that.
You got a great butt.
Great ass.
Maybe. Which
Kesari.
one did we present again?
The one.
Oh,
on
wait,
top
it's right
left.
there.
That,
Duh.
Yeah.
We're done.
We have to go back and deduce it again.
Yes. Case Ray, thank you for the follow. I'm sorry if I'm messing up your name, Ray or Casare. Derek Anthony, thank you for the 10 bits. What are they expecting? A Made in China logo on the statue? You never know. And the Azlamagia, thank you for the bit. Is it that you have to deduce based on the cloth it's on top of? Yes. But we
Yeah.
have to use this.
We just, like, completely
We
skipped
brain
over
farted.
the right piece of evidence. We're really good at video games.
There is clearly a contradiction here.
What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of a cargo cover getting stuck under another piece of cargo.
Simple.
Ah, that's not possible.
But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo is brought on board in Shangfa, there is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Shangfa.
You know who is going to find himself underneath something from Europe? Phoenix Wright.
But then what about the cargo certificate?
Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the night? Of the fight of the night? Huh?
For a fight.
There's only one reason why. To secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight.
And to go real fast.
Yeah.
And to go real
Mr. Nick.
fast.
So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all of the cargo after the plane had landed.
That may be true, however, you have it backwards, Francisca. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed.
All this arguing over small details.
Pedantic prosecutor.
Yeah.
But he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At that time, the suspicion would naturally fall under the statue's owner.
Is that you doing the Adam Driver gimmick?
Definitely. Who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates.
Right, Ryu Kurika, thank you for the 5 bits. Also, that's sibling rivalry, lol. I live red certificate data updated in my organizer. Investigation complete. Got that, do
You
that.
did.
So we can just call it around here.
Let's get through that conversation and then, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess the victim knew the real version of this was going to get nabbed, huh?
Yes. While this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Oh, the top of it is bad too. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold with his telefono, a rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board.
A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhangfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler.
Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Shangfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death.
Officer! Move this statue immediately.
And then push that guy down again.
I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath. Now!
Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings.
Go on.
After moving the olive red statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with luminol, and there was a reaction. The floor got
I'm
a
not gonna
bulge.
show it to you. Oh wait, they did.
I see. There was a reaction to the luminol. An indication that there was blood in that spot.
Ugh. Can we stop looking at it now, sirs?
It would seem that my deductions were correct after all.
I suppose it would appear that way.
The culprit cleaned the blood up. The culprit cleaned the blood up well.
And how do you think the killer did that?
How did the killer clean up all the blood?
With this Borginian cloth.
Probably.
Oh, wow. The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess.
Boy, did it. Thanks for the bit. Oh no, the statue had an accident after you fake shamed it.
It started its period.
I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zhangfa.
Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover.
So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhangfa?
There is no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zhangfa, then this becomes highly suspect.
Miss Meal?
I think so.
Recall! Ms. Meal's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhangfa.
I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know, Squitch.
She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but
And I said squish.
I don't.
That totally contradicts the facts, sir.
But why would she lie about something like that?
I think the only person who can answer that is Ms. Meal herself.
All right, we got to it, actually.
Yeah.
Perfect stopping point. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Now we only
save
have one
there.
more.
And we're going to call it there, guys. I think it's about time we wrap things up. Almost 3.5 hours through.
Yeah.
Not too bad a session. Marin, kudos for getting us for
Hell yeah.
My
saying so
God.
much dialogue there. That was insane.
Yeah,
it
that
was
was all
just
me.
you the whole time.
I'm sleepy.
We did not plan this out well when we were assigning characters.
Yeah,
at
we
the
didn't think
beginning.
of the investigations game so much when
Yeah.
we were casting.
It's fine.
Azulmagia.
It's a fun challenge. I
Azulmagia,
just
thank you
hope
for
they sound different.
You sound great, seriously. The Azulmagia, thank you for the bit. Next time we confront the bosom of evil. Yes. And Rowdy Karika, thank you for the 5 bits. It's been fun. Thanks for the streamer. Have a good night. Take care. See you all next time. Bye. Take care as well, Rowdy Karika. All right, we are going to call it there. And tomorrow I'll be back with more Yakuza Like a Dragon, where I'm going to try my best to get toward the end of the game, if not finish the game. I don't think I'll finish it, but I'll come real close. I'm looking forward to finishing that one. I've had that one in my backlog for a while. Vampiro, thank you for the 100 bits. The Academy Award goes to Marin Miller. Yes. All the awards,
Thank
all
you.
the kudos. Well, looks like Taka Hada 101 is just starting up streaming, so let's go raid Taka. Let's start his stream off with a raid. Marin, was there anything you wanted to say to the chat before we log off here?
I want to go lay down.
And Soupy, was there anything you wanted to say?
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys. And thank you to Marin and Soupy for guiding us through the ACE investigations there. Wildfire Vivi, thank you for the 100 bits. Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt the stream, but I was wondering if I could ask a favor, please. Could Pegasus tell Solus that she's doing amazingly with her healing and she should be proud of herself, please? I'm sorry to ask again. You're good. I don't know how much time I have to do it in because I can't see the raid. Oh, here we go. We got a little bit. All right, so Stolas, congratulations on the fabulous recovery you're making. You're doing very well with your healing. And I do say, after you're done, after you're feeling right as rain, I hope you can treat yourself to the world's finest cheese. What is it? So Gorgonzola cheese and the world's finest wine. Ooh! And I hope you feel fabulous as soon as possible. All right, guys. We're going to call it there. Thank you, Wildfire Vivi, for the 100 bits there. Take care, everyone. Have fun at Tarka's stream. Bye!
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And we raid and